And we are live. We are live. We are
Yes,
live.
yes. And this is Lucy, the Mofo Princess. The Mofo Princess has landed.
Wait. Listen, let us put you on solo level so that you do that again.
What the Mofo Princess is. Yes, I am Lucy, the unicorn Mofo Princess, and the Mofo Princess here has landed right in Goga's stream.
Indeed, finally, she has landed. This has been a long time.
Yes, it's been how
This has,
many years?
I don't know. It's been
Like
like we've
six
been,
years?
yeah, pretty much 6 years because that's how long I've been on YouTube. So clearly, and I've known you like longer.
Yes. You're my
um,
yeah, we're like OGs of each other.
Absolutely. Welcome everyone. My name is Goga. I'm the host of the Sunday service, and today I'm joined by my co-host. You can see her there on the screen, literally, Princess Lucy. That is the curator behind Lucy Warren's World. Nowadays it's, of course, it's tarot, and there's so many things that go on that particular channel. I know it has transitioned from gaming to other things, and I see a number of people coming through on the chat fast and furious, giving Lucy some love. Thank you so much, everyone. And guys, yes, if you have a question, don't worry, just hold on to it. We are going to make sure that at least we'll give you a chance to ask the question. But please bear with us as we are settling in. We are settling in. I see Shiksha. Shiksha says, "Good morning, my beautiful sister Lucy." I think so. I like this. I like this. Yeah, I like this. I like this Nightbot thread on Lucy's chat. Let me just highlight it there. Disrespect to Lucy or anyone in the chat will not be tolerated. This is 100% safe space for everyone. You will be timed out or hidden. I totally agree with this one. I will also do the same in case anybody is being some type of way. You will be neutralized on site. You'll be neutralized on site. Let me put it that way.
You'll be banned in a snap of a finger.
Yeah, you'll be neutralized on site. And you're going to start shortly. I'm going to just spend the first 10 minutes allowing you guys to settle in into the Sunday service. Get used to Lucy on the
Oh,
screen.
Red, that's my bestie, Red December. Thank you.
Yeah. And please say hi to, yeah, please say hi to Red. I love that name. Red December. Red December. Red December. Like I wasn't getting the play on it until I read it like
We actually met in person many times. She's in the same area as I am.
Oh wow, nice. How does it feel like knowing somebody, somebody like you met in person, like on the like beyond the streets? How does it feel like? It must be feeling very nice, like I know this person like in
It's really
person.
nice to meet other, actual people from YouTube.
I know, I
It
love that.
doesn't
I
happen.
love
As huge as YouTube is, it does not happen often.
I love this. The world of Ruggers, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Let me say that I can run through your names very fast. You guys are busy on the chat. Agnes Lifestyle, welcome. Deepak, thanks so much for coming in. I think I say Willis Desert Hangout, welcome, Willis. Suzanne Gonzalez, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. And make sure you've given us a thumbs up. Yes, and I like what Willie just said. Please remember to give us that like button, friends. Please remember to give it. And then Nate is coming through with it's like mash that like button. And then I like what Nate is saying. Lucy the best mofo on YouTube. Let's go. And then Lucy we lost. Lucy, wait.
In YouTube has landed.
Absolutely. When you move your phone, for some reason the sound disappears. But anyway, at least we got the last part. I see Maria. Maria says Boatade. That is definitely. Let me see if I can remember my Portuguese very well. But Boatade. Thanks so much for coming in. Ned says positive energy. Let's go. Absolutely. And thanks so much everyone who is joining in. I see World Tours. I see Yason. Thanks so much for coming in. Warm greetings and blessings, everyone. I see Suzma. Lucy, did you turn on your ads? I'm just trying to check whether you're making money on this live stream. Wait, you lost your own.
It was unbalanced.
Oh, perfect. Balance is good. I don't know. Let me see whether they start something about the audio. It keeps like cutting off. We'll see whether we can fix it. Let me see. Okay, Lucy, tell the people something. I want to just confirm that your audio is working.
Hello, everybody. I'm the unicorn waffle princess.
Okay, good, perfect. I had hello everybody. I'm the more for unicorn princess. Definitely, I had that. Yeah, so it's okay. We love to see how to play around with it so that it does not like guys, we don't want to miss the Lucy story. The Lucy story is very captivating. It's very like it's a story that is going to make you like appreciate going to appreciate get to appreciate like her story, where she's come from, the challenges she's been through, and also like what is she looking for as we get into the future. That's like very important for you guys to like be able to appreciate, and we're going to do that in the next few minutes. About 5 minutes we'll be able to start the chat and the conversation. While was is asking you, Lucy, how is the weather there? Here it is light, here it is cloudy, light cloudy.
You know what? We use Fahrenheit, and lately it's been in the 90s, sometimes pushing 100. And really humid. It's been warm here.
Okay, warm.
Yeah.
First of all, I like how you're wearing a black outfit so clearly. I dread wearing black, especially if it's hot.
Yeah. This is what I got going on for today. That's my dress.
We're getting like a whole Lucy. It appears we even at this point we'll even start getting like like the money come for your nails at this point.
What? I'm sorry, I missed that.
No, I'm saying at this point you'll end up needing a money come for your nails. You need like I don't know how many cameras in that place. I think you need like about 10 cameras to give all angles of your palace.
All angles, yeah. I'm not. Well, yeah, it's really hard. I'm in a small place.
No worries. The kingdom is expanding. AK, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in, and everyone, thanks so much for like coming to support Lucy. I see Zol Jordan TV. Sorry, I needed to get that like right. I see Jyoti. Red December says, Lucy, you look gorgeous as always. That is from Red December, and I really appreciate that. Thanks so much for the compliment.
Yeah, that's my makeup for today too much. This is my look for today.
Yeah, so I like that. And then I see Bhakti is dropping hearts and what. Thanks so much everyone for the love. Thanks so much for the love. Without further ado, hey Sheikh's Farm, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. I am good, Zojo. Thanks so much for asking, Jordan. I really appreciate that. I am good. My name is Goga. I'm the host of the Sunday service, and I'm so to be co-hosting the show with, of course, none other than Princess Lucy herself. Yes, and guys, in case you're on my channel and you're wondering who Lucy is, I mean, most of you know Lucy. Lucy is like one of those famous people everyone knows, because Lucy, there's an unwritten rule on this white street that Lucy never sleeps. Lucy is a robot. The investigations are still being done to confirm whether Lucy is a real human being, because she's always everywhere. Like, she's everywhere. This girl is always everywhere supporting people. That people always think that this is definitely AI at this point. Yeah, but Lucy, that is Lucy's channel. I have put a link on top of my chat, so in case you need to in case you're not yet connected to Lucy, you can click on that link. It will throw you over to her live stream. Lucy today is going to be focusing on her story, so she may not be able to interact with the chats directly so that she can concentrate, because I know the chats can be very overwhelming. And the world of Ragas is coming through with a blessing for you, Lucy. Lucy, that is like one of my amazing channel members saying, here's for more nail polish, so that Goga does not miss topics to talk about, and then he's sending his love all the way from Germany. Thanks so much for that. And then Keisha say, Lucy, let me allow you to acknowledge your super chat so that they don't feel ignored. Sorry, just repeat that again.
And the Mofo Princess, thank you. I had to do it. It's like, come on your channel.
I know you'll do it again. I never saw that coming. I remember the last time you did it was during your birthday.
Well, yeah, I wasn't expecting you to do that either, but I felt compelled to do it since I really didn't get so we're not starting yet. Really, we're just getting welcoming people in.
That is so funny. Like you totally took me off guard. I never saw that coming. Well done. Thanks so much, the world of Ruggers, for the blessing. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. And I think you got your hee-ha.
Yes, da Billia, and the Mofo
Yeah.
Princess thanks you.
Thank you for that. And yeah, Ruggers, when were you ever thanked by a princess, for the blessing? Yeah. Okay, Lucy needs to adjust the microphone a little bit so that she can be audible. No, I know when she moves, Lucy is like main character energy. So she has like a lot of energy. She moves things around. But that's why you notice when
I do this. Yay, Tamsack. Yay, Tamsack. Yay,
Yes.
Tamsack.
So I'm just going to make sure. Don't worry, Ragat. I'm going to make sure Lucy does not touch that phone again, because the moment Lucy touches the phone is there, you lose your audio. So Lucy, don't touch that phone. Keep it there.
Okay, I won't touch it.
Yeah. Okay. And everyone, rock solid passion is saying, go Lucy. Thanks so much for that. And Lucy, there's so much love you're getting on the live stream. I really like that. That is so beautiful. There's so much love in your community.
Yeah, I love you.
And I know. Yeah, and I know you've talked about your community a lot, and we are going to talk about this. I see Canino. Canino says warm greetings and blessings to everybody in the chat. Thanks so much for that. And you guys are just coming through with your blessings. I see Jadim Connect. Thank you so much, Jadim. Appreciate that support as well. Thanks so much for the love. And all of you, Surviving Men series is in the building. And thank you to everybody who connected to Lucy as well from my side. I really appreciate that. The link is going to stay there until the end of the interview. So we are multi-streaming on both sides. So what is happening is that we are streaming both on my channel and Lucy's channel. So I'll actually suggest you go watch from Lucy's side, because Lucy is the co-host. So I mean, that's the best love and support we can give. So jump over there at Lucy's, and then let us watch the show from. It's the same thing, guys. And the best you can do is just support Lucy, the co-host and and the princess of the live stream for today. So make sure you can do that. And in case you have any question, put it on the chat. I will put a star on it, and then we'll come back to the chat shortly. I see Ria Cooking. Thanks so much for coming in. Bhakti, appreciate you as well. Town and Country, thanks so much for popping in. Say Town and Country says, Lucy, nice to see you, and then dropping some hearts there. And then yeah, so in case you have any question you want to drop on the chat, feel free to drop it on the chat. And then I'll be able to of course bring it out very clearly, so that you guys at least are able to get Lucy's answer. Zoe Life, nice to see you, and thanks so much, Bhakti Babita. Hey, I love that name, Bhakti Babita. Thanks so much for that name. I love it. Babita is that name has a very nice ring to the tongue. Like you say Babita. And my sister Kisha H is in the building. Thanks so much, Kisha, my lovely Kisha. I really appreciate you coming in and supporting. Thanks so much, Kisha. I know you're busy in the background, but I really appreciate that, Kisha. Guys, Kisha is one of my mods. Please keep the chat respectful. In case there's any whiff of disrespect on this chat, my moderators have permission to neutralize you on site instantly. And Lucy also has some very great moderators on her chat, so we'll be making sure that at least we keep the chats very respectful. In case you want to ask any question, there's a better way you can ask a question. Just put it on the chat. I will try as much as I can to see all the questions that have been dropped on the chat, and I'll be able to bring them to Lucy's attention. Hood Cat, nice to see you, Hood Cat. Thanks so much for coming in. Nice to see you, Hood Cat. All right, and then Susan, don't worry, Lucy. I will make sure Lucy answers this question. I know Lucy was discussing this the other day during her live stream. When she was reading her cards. But I know Lucy. In short, Susan is asking about Brian. But I know you are doing a card reading. Was it 2 days ago? So I know I know where this conversation I think started. But don't worry, Susan, I will make sure that I remind Lucy about this later on in the live stream for today. But guys, allow me to start the chat. Lucy is not going to focus on tarot today. Today, Lucy is going to focus on her story. And then I know tarot is part of the stories that Lucy normally shares with the community on this particular platform. But today we want to shine a light on her story as a creator and as a person. But definitely we are going to like make sure we'll talk about tarot much later on, because it's one of the things that makes her channel rich and diverse as it is. Right. So let me see that I can, before I introduce our guest. Yes. Yes, Lucy. Sorry.
Oh, I said I'm not, just to put this clear, I'm not doing any tarot questions today.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. I needed Lucy to just clarify that so that at least we're in the clear. But don't worry, guys. We will make sure that at least she does this live stream, so you can always catch the live stream there, or you can just drop the question on one of her videos, and I'm sure she'll be more than happy to like respond. All right. So before we start, I want to like read a quick biography to introduce our guest. And it's important. It's my own version of who I think Lucy is, because Lucy happens to be one of the people and YouTubers I've known longest, probably on these whitey streets. Because, and this is like, when I say long, it means like 5 years plus. That's how long I've known Lucy on YouTube. So we kind of have a legacy. We are, I like how Lucy always puts it. We are the original OGs when it comes to, guys. Before YouTube used to do vertical live streams, Lucy and I were here. Let me just put it that way. Before YouTube started this vertical live stream business, we existed. We were here on the streets, and we were ruling the streets like our lives depended on it. And yeah, and we got monetized despite the hardship. We never used to have loop videos and things like that. Life was hard, man. Life was hard on YouTube back in the day, and we and that's why I really have so much respect for this woman on the screen, because I know the struggle. It has not been easy. It has not been easy. And Lucy is also one of the people I also got to witness, especially when she had to make that powerful transition, very publicly, because I saw the rejection. I saw how, I saw the treatment from people because of this, because of that transformation and the change. And we need to talk about that, because for the longest time I've always been like, Lucy needs to come to the Sunday service and talk about it. And one thing I like with Lucy, like, Lucy asked me once, Goga, when am I coming to the Sunday service? It's I'm not even asking for permission. I know it's supposed to happen. It's just a matter of when. So Goga, just let me know when you think I should be coming to the Sunday service. It was the most hilarious statement out there. And eventually, Lucy is going to be our guest, the first guest in the month of August. Just to make sure that at least she sets the stage for the Sunday service and any other shows and any other inspiration things we'll be having throughout the month of August. So without further ado, allow me to read a quick introduction, and then we can kickstart the chat. Okay, I'll put the music briefly for effects. Lucy, I know you are not expecting this, so that's I'm like, I'm waiting to see your reaction.
Well, is my audio loud enough?
No,
Okay.
Golga, is my audio loud enough?
Perfect. It's perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect. Yeah, and you can hear me good, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. No, it's perfect. It's good enough, and I think it's ready for you. Okay. Red December says, I'm looking forward to hearing Lucy's story. Okay, guys, without further ado, I'm going to start. So allow me to read this quick biography to introduce Lucy, and then we can start. Let me bring Lucy over to my left, so that people tend to focus on this side more. So let me bring Lucy on this other side, and then we are going to zoom into Lucy once we start the story. There are some people you meet on the internet who become more than just familiar faces on a screen. Over time, they become part of your journey. People whose stories you watch unfold, whose growth you witness, and whose presence becomes part of the community you call home. Today, I have the honor of introducing one of those people. Her name is Lucy. So Lucy is a transgender woman, a content creator, a tarot reader, a gamer, and above all, someone who has chosen the courage of authenticity. Born in America with Irish blood and spirit, Lucy has spent much of her life journey towards becoming the woman she always knew herself to be. She tells her story with remarkable honesty. From as early as the age of 5, Lucy knew deep inside that she was different. But knowing who you are and finding the courage to live openly as that person are not always the same thing. At the age of 30, Lucy came out and began a new chapter of her life. It was a journey that came with challenges. There were moments of rejection, including family, friends, people who were close to her. There were difficult conversations she had to have. There were people she loved who did not always understand or accept the person she was becoming. But somewhere along that journey, Lucy made a powerful choice. She chose herself. And today she joins us to speak openly about what it means to live authentically, to navigate the world as a trans woman, and to find your way back to yourself after years of trying to understand who you truly are. Her story is not simply about transition, it's about courage, it's about resilience, it's about discovering that sometimes the most important journey we will ever take is the journey towards becoming who you are always meant to be. And Lucy has taken that journey in public, just as I said, with a community watching, learning, questioning, supporting, and sometimes challenging her along the way. But rather than allow the difficult moments to silence her, Lucy has used her platform to create something beautiful, a space where people can come together, connect, laugh, talk about tarot, gaming, life, and everything in between. A space where, in her own words, everyone can feel safe and welcome. And for me, as I said, Lucy's story is also personal in another way. Lucy is one of the longest standing YouTubers I've known on this platform. I knew her and watched her work in this space long before I even became part of the YouTube partner program myself. So I've had the privilege of not just being a creator, but a person, someone who has continued to show up, continue to build community, and continue to evolve. And if there is one thing that stands out about Lucy, it's definitely her bravery. The bravery to tell her story, the bravery to face the difficult questions, the bravery to stand in the middle of a very public world and say, this is who I am. And today, Lucy is living a life that she describes as better than ever. And perhaps that is the most powerful part of her story, because after everything, the uncertainty, the rejection, the challenges, and the years of searching, she has arrived at a place where she can finally say, I am here, I am myself, and I am living. Whether you know Lucy for her unmistakable unicorn heart and rainbow unicorn vibes, you all know these emojis that Lucy throws all over the YouTube streets. Her tarot readings, her gaming, her incredible dedication to the YouTube community that she has built, or simply as the woman behind the screen. Today, I invite you to meet Lucy, not just the creator, not just the YouTuber, but the woman behind the journey. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lucy. Lucy, welcome to the Sunday service. I know, sorry, I think that is the longest introduction I've ever had to make on this platform.
Well, I got the fastest introduction that you probably ever had. The unicorn mother. I'm trying to cuss. The unicorn mofo princess has landed. Hello, everybody, and don't you forget it.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. And thanks so much, everyone who is coming in. And thanks so much for the hearts and the love you guys are dropping. Thanks so much, guys, for supporting. I see Parisian over here. Thanks so much for joining and supporting Lucy. And once again, guys, we are multi-streaming, so you can click on the link that is pinned on top of my chat. It will take you over to Lucy's chat, okay? And then you guys will be able to be connected and be part of that beautiful community. And before I start and before I get Lucy to start talking, because I know she's excited, and Lucy has like main character energy. I'm just going to just give a bit of like a note, you know. I'm going to give a bit of a note because number one, this conversation is intended as an intimate get to know you session rather than a debate. So the chat is going to be heavily moderated both on my side and Lucy's side, just to maintain a safe space and respectful environment for Lucy to share her story. And then this conversation may also become sensitive at some point. So we may get into conversations around personal challenges, mental health, bullying, and experiences of rejection. These topics, of course, are also going to be discussed with care and respect. But it's always important to say that viewer discretion is advised, so that in case you're one person who has been through these issues, at least you're aware that we may end up discussing these particular things. So that out of the way, welcome to the Sunday service, where I am co-hosting the show with Lucy. And Lucy, let us start, because I know I may have not done justice to that introduction, but if I was to just get this conversation going, I love starting here because it makes us like set the stage. For somebody who is meeting you for the first time today, who is Lucy?
Yeah. So, okay. Well, like you said, I'm Lucy. I'm a transgender woman, 34 years old. So I guess I'll just start from the beginning. So like when I was age 5. So when I was age 5, I knew that I know I wanted to be I remember wanting to be a girl. I would try to wear dresses, or at least t-shirts to simulate having dresses. I like to wear wigs. But I probably would have fought my mom and dad and my family if it wasn't for they weren't okay. So I grew up in a rural area in Minnesota, in the USA, in America. But I mean, we weren't like really churchgoers, but it was still being said to me, not like forcing down my throat or anything, but just, I guess it was common knowledge on what people were just talking about. On how, like, if you were gay, or if you were, and I got in my head that if I was like going to be this way, I would go to hell. And at 5 years old, that got in my head somehow. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have, I know I would have fought my mom and dad and my family, maybe even to the grave. Because, there's a lot of people that get abused when they are transgender, growing up as a trans child. And not just abuse, but mental abuse. Like, someone I could have, who knows, maybe I could have unalived myself if that wouldn't have happened, if I didn't have that fear in my head. You never know, that might have kept me alive. I'll never know. We'll never know. But if it wasn't for that, I would have fought tooth and nail that this is who I am. And this is how it should be for me. So that was age 5. And then I remember when I was age 18, I came out as, somehow I got over the fear and learned things that, I came out as a gay man. But then when I was 30, that was, okay, so that was like 5, 6 to 18. That's like 12 years, right? 12, 13 years. And then 12, 13 years later, at 30, I became trans. It's almost like it took me just as long as to get programmed that way to unprogram me that way.
Wow.
So that's the damage I had to, and I'm always going to have that with me.
It's part of
that
what makes
trauma.
Yeah, Lucy. 5 years old, like that's 5 years old. You're so young. I can imagine just like you're growing up in rural United States. And I like how you brought in the aspect of religion, where religion will say that you're going to go to
that's
hell.
what it is, religion.
Yeah, you're going to go to hell if you because this is not what the Bible, this is not what God desires of you. So you decided to like shelf any expression that would have been authentically you. But growing up in your family, did you have any siblings? Just to paint for us that picture, and how was that?
Yeah. So I have 2 brothers. I have a brother, well, I have a brother named Matt. So Matt and his fiance, transgender people are not allowed at his place, so I don't go there. And I don't talk to my brother or the fiance. And we live with my brother. He's disabled. His name is Josh. I mean, yeah, he accepts me, but he doesn't understand like the being a trans at a child part. I mean, he's very open-minded, but when I try to discuss the argument of being a transgender child, he doesn't want to, agree with it. Or how should I put this? He thinks that it should be when children are 18 to decide that. But what they say, like, let children be children. Yeah, let children be children. Like, don't force. Okay, so they say don't force the transgender ideology, or they say ideology or transgender agenda on children, but don't force your agenda on don't force your agenda on trans children. That's the argument that I say. Don't force your agenda on kids that legitimately feel a different way and are like that.
Okay.
That
And
that's
guys, yeah, sorry, I was trying to make sure you finish your thoughts. Kevinish, thank you so much for that. And we got some blessing from, is it like Angel? Angel, thanks so much for giving Lucy some jewels. I really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
sorry, I'm
so
not
much.
paying attention.
No worries, don't worry. That's my work here today. I'll make sure I pay attention on your behalf. And yes, guys, keep the chat respectful. And in case you have anything you want to ask Lucy, feel free to drop it on the chat. I will try to the best of my ability to make sure that I put a star on it, and then we will come back to it. But for today, we just want to focus on the Lucy story. Lucy, growing up, and you have to go to school, and you are different. You see yourself as a totally different gender. But you're growing up as a boy there. Of course, your dad, your mom, your brothers, the society as it is. It's your relatives. It's you going to the grocery store, and you're not comfortable in that. In your own skin. What
I
was
was
growing up?
forced to live. I
Yeah.
mean, I was forced to live as a, I don't even like saying it, but as a boy. And I was forced to have my head short, my hair short.
Yeah.
And when I did, a lot of my family, at least, well, my family on my dad's side and my mom's side, not everybody, but a lot of them, they disregard me completely, and I mean, if people don't know what dead naming is, that is the name you were given at birth before you transitioned. So they would dead name me. And I've been dead named on YouTube by people that I thought would never do that. Like, they were okay with it, then they weren't. I mean, there was one person that was like that. And then another one that just completely disrespected me, that dead named me. So that's what's going on with my family. And even if they did come around, and I would never want to talk to them again. Same with my brother and his fiance. I don't want anything to do with them. I left that in the past, and I'm moving on. And I already moved on. But for the sake of talking about my journey, I have to talk about it.
Absolutely.
So,
Oof.
yeah. And, now I'm 34. I've been like this for 4 years. I think I've been, let's see, hormones. I'm on HRT. Yeah, I'm on HRT. I've been on there for, I want to say 2 or 3 years. Something like that, 2 or 3 years I've been on it. I did have to have it upped, though, because I wasn't getting enough estrogen. My testosterone levels were really low, very, very low, like almost non-existent. So that was good. I think I think I started with low testosterone to begin with. But the estrogen, like I just recently got my meds, more regulated to suit me. So that should make me look, because when you're on HRT, it changes things. It changes everything. It changes, how you look, even your face. I mean, your bone structure, it's already there. It can't change, but there is some room of changement. So I'm just saying I'll look even more beautiful in time on the higher dosage of estrogen.
And I'll come to this because I know now I know you threw in a vocabulary in there, and I know some people are just like, okay, what is HRT again in full? Kisha is asking, can you explain the dead naming a bit further? I don't understand. I think.
Yeah, dead naming. That's the name that was given to you at birth, and the name that you grew up with, or until you transitioned, and then you chose a different name. Like for me, I don't like saying my old name, but I'll just say it's I'll just say like my name Lucy, right? My name Lucy that I have now was the masculine name of Lucy. If people know what I mean. That's why I chose Lucy, because that's the feminine name that I was given. It's the same name, it's just the feminine part. So that's why I chose that name. But
Right.
I mean, I suppose anybody could choose a name, but for me, it made sense that way.
All right. And I'm going to come back to this because it's very important. Before I get back into the the Lucy, tell me about the unicorn vibes emojis.
Unicorn vibes.
This is your signature.
Let me say, funny story.
Let me say that I can post it here because this is like one of your biggest signatures as Lucy on YouTube. Where did you come up with this idea? The unicorn, the heart, and the rainbow. These three emojis.
Yeah, okay. So I remember, way back in the day, towards the beginning, and this might even be because I think you and I met in 2020, actually.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But it was like way back, like in 2018, when I started my YouTube journey with my old channel. I started this channel in 2020, but I deleted that because of someone else. his drama. But I got that. Actually, it's a good friend of mine in Red Decembers on YouTube here. I think I'm okay saying her name. Her name is Xenia Adventures. She would do the unicorn vibes. That's where I got the unicorn vibes. But she didn't have she didn't like put emojis like I did. I came up with that part, the unicorn. I think I remember starting with the unicorn purple heart and then rainbow at first.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, I came up with the sparkly heart because it's magical. A unicorn is magical, and I'm magical because I almost picked up my phone. I almost picked up my phone again because I'm a unicorn mobile princess. That's why. And don't you forget it.
I love these emojis because anywhere you go, I think it's like a signature thing. Like you always know Lucy is going to drop some unicorn in there, and even if you are busy there, Lucy is supporting you with the unicorn emojis, the rainbow hearts, and the vibes are on. The vibes are on. I think it's very creative. It's very creative.
Oh, I do want to say one thing, something that's interesting, right? Okay, so I'm not going to name her, but my psychiatrist I've been seeing for years. And she said she could tell, because she knows a lot of transgender people, that she knew I was trans before it came out of me. Wow. She could tell I was trans. I mean, I was always feminine. I was always, like that. And there's the good friend Joshua in your chat too. Hi Joshua, nice to see you here. Yeah, so yeah, that's
Thank you for that. Amazing, energetic Joshua. Thank you. We saw the hearts as well. The attempt at the vibes as well.
yeah.
Lucy, let's talk about the period between 5 and 30 because you say that so you grew up in rural USA, and
It's 25
so
years.
yeah, I know that was like so that was like a very long time. And let's just talk about, for example, um, when you made before you made the decision, to really come out at 30. Um, is there like something that probably like triggered it, or is it something that you always knew you're going to do eventually? Because that is like 25 years of just living in a totally different world that is not you. This is like you're not like expressing the real essence that is Lucy. So what was that thing that that maybe triggered the coming out, especially at 30? And 30 is like a very substantial age.
Yeah. Well, I think it was always, when I look back, it was always like eaten at the back of my mind.
Mm.
Even before I came on YouTube, like years. We're talking like decades.
Mm.
And this is something that should have happened a long time ago. Like this is something that's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I can't really say like when it started eating at the back of my mind, but I'm just glad I was young enough. I am young enough to at least enjoy some of my youth before I turned 40, as who I was always meant to be from the beginning. So, I mean, I'm grateful for that, but I do wish I would have came out a lot sooner. And not only that, but I wish I would have been on hormone blockers. When I look back at everything, I wish I would have had that luxury, was to be on hormone blockers, and to be taking hormones at a young age to suit who I was meant to be from the beginning.
Okay. If you are to sit with think of the
And
5 year
that's as a child growing up. I want to clarify that, like hormone blockers. That's something when you take like the blockers and then the HRT. That's something that you take in I think adolescence or childhood to adulthood, and then you just continue taking HRT forever.
Okay. If you are to like speak to the 5-year-old Lucy, just trying to picture you're seated with the 5-year-old Lucy who was hearing all these things about, this is wrong, you're going to go to hell for this, like there was just a lot of judgment and condemnation. If you are to sit with that version of you, who was 5 years old today, what is that one thing you will tell that little girl?
Thing I would tell a little girl. Well, it's interesting because what got over my fear was, the spiritual community on, psychics, tarot, other things, like, people that can tap into the spirit world and the afterlife. And that's actually at 18 is when I discovered that I was living unhappy for no reason. But I wasn't completely, I had to, and I was at 18 when that broke.
Mm. Oh, wow.
And when you think about it though, and what I've already discussed and described, how it was always in the back of my mind, but it's hard to explain, but it does make sense, and why it would take just as long to deprogram myself. And this is what I'm saying. You know, like you hear people in the news that, you know, and I'm not trying to bring politics or anything, but sadly it's the truth. People on the right, they want to, you know, they don't want and I can see like some of it being manipulated, right? Trying to force an agenda on a child, whether it's like, you know, being a transgender when they're not transgender. But like I said before, they don't think about it's that they think that transgender in period, whether they're a child or adult, not all of them, but a lot of them, like in the news on the right, they think that it doesn't exist and it's a mental illness, whether they're a child or they're an adult. So they want to force their agenda on them. And it's just, and to me, and actually not just to me, it's fact. It is just as wrong to force your agenda on a trans child that is trans. It's just as bad as forcing a transgender agenda on a non-trans child. It messes up the mind either way of that child.
And I like this conversation because it can be, you know, I like the idea of flipping it the other side, that, you know, the world is used to like, yeah, you know, you're the one imposing your agenda, be it like around the LGBT, you know, agenda on the child. But it can also, if the roles were flipped, it can also be the other way around. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that, and I think this was, you know, becoming Lucy, and this is, I think, where we are going to spend a very huge part of the conversation. And thanks so much everyone who is coming in. Rebecca Prince, I see you. And once again, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And in case you're not yet connected to Lucy, the link is pinned on top of my chat. So Lucy, like, you turn 18, you become an adult. Just paint for me a picture of, did you feel any bit of freedom when the day you became an adult? Like you could start making decisions on your own away from your parents' house? Or was that still something that you used to grapple with? You know, just trying to check whether, did 18 make any difference for you?
Yeah, so I mean, 18, I mean, actually, I was still in high school. I was in my senior year at 18.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when I came out, my mom did not have, my dad didn't have a problem with it, but my mom did. But I mean, since then she's over it. She was over that, and she's over, you know, this. And actually, when I came out as trans, I actually was surprised. She didn't give me a hard time at all. So now maybe she knew I was trans. I don't know.
Did you come out to them around the same time? Was it at 30 or it was
Well, no, I came out at 18 as
wow. Okay.
As you know, I'm not even gonna say that, but because I'm a woman, that's how I view myself.
Of course.
And you know, I finished, like I said, unprogramming myself, deprogramming myself at 30. And that's actually probably like one of the happiest moments of my life when I came out at 30. So because I was, well, you know, you remember back in the day, I was never this energetic and happy as I always am. Like, I'm the unicorn mofo princess, and don't you forget it. Yay, Tamsack, all that, and moving it around.
I remember we could never even see you on screen. You only just used to put your game, and that was it.
Yes. And now, and also, well, and we also discussed this too. Like now, like, you know, I'm in tarot, I do, and, you know, actually do want to get into sound healing and Reiki. Like we were talking about that. The singing bowl music, the tuning forks.
Yes.
I mean, I've always had an interest in the paranormal too, doing stuff like that. I mean, these are things a yogi would do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know,
And I
so
like
it's
how
like,
you say that the spiritual community is actually the one that helped you get comfortable actually, bringing out the real essence of. I'm very curious how that happened, because what is it that drew you to that community, just to be able to help you, you know, find that motivation
well,
to just like become.
I've seen people do like tarot card readings before on
Mm,
situations or what's going on in government. Like, you know, people that have channels with tarot. I've been watching that for years.
yeah.
And then when I saw people do it on here and I got acquainted with them, that actually inspired me to do it. And then I started doing it, practicing. And now I have so many decks, tarot decks, and I want to expand not just, you know, the typical 78 tarot deck, but also just other card decks. I mean, I'm not a beginner. I know I've been doing this for a little while now. I mean, I've been doing this for over a year, and I picked it up really fast.
Mm.
Um, and then I mean, and also like the bowl music. I like to listen to that like when I sleep or when I'm, you know, or when I need to relax.
Yeah.
You know, like sound healing. I like that.
I love sound healing. Like it's one of those
Yes.
things that makes you feel very, ooh, yeah, very peaceful. I want to talk about like you coming out at 18, and then I want you to explain for us this deprogramming. I like how you keep on using this word, and I always pay attention to the words that the co-host is using, because it's very important for them. When you came, I like how you say that when you came out, your father was more receptive than your mom, which is very interesting, because you always believe that moms are more likely to lean more into to be more empathetic. But clearly, your relationship with your dad, when you first had to tell them that this is the reality, this is what I am. That conversation, how did it even happen? Was there any change of attitude towards you after you told them? How did it go, especially with your parents, that conversation?
Well, I didn't like worry about it. Like I mean, yeah, I was worried, but I remember, but I just cut to the chase. This is who I am.
Yeah.
And my mom gave me a hard time about it. Um, she she basically gave me hell, and that caused me to not that caused a problem in our relationship, my between me and my mom.
Mm.
But you know, I'm over that. We're over that. So yeah, everything's you know, you know, I just look at it like this. And I'm not the only one. There's people like me that are born into this world this way, not just trans, but something else different to
Mm.
help the human race evolve.
Ooh,
I
that's
mean, in a way,
powerful.
that's how
I
I
like
see
that.
it.
That's a very powerful line, Lucy. Because I like that. I like that. How about dad? Were you close? Were you always close with dad? Why do you think dad was more receptive, or was it something that he kind of expected, or it wasn't new information to him?
What the
Yeah, when you had to come out to your dad. So you said mom was
Oh, I mean,
very,
actually,
yeah,
they were there together. Like I
yeah.
came out to both of them right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Then we talk about deprogramming. Explain to us this, because you say this is now a journey, a 12-year journey, Lucy, between 18 to 30. Uh, that's like a 12-year span of time. Deprogramming, what are some of the things you really had to do? Because of course I've already told the people brought me to this world, this is the reality. And of course there's a way
Mm.
they processed it. Your sibling, your brother did not handle it very well. But now,
Well,
what is the
my
process?
my No,
Yes.
I think I don't know, my brother Matt, I mean, he has, issues, but, my other brother Josh, I mean, he didn't have a problem with it, even though, like, when I look back at my life, he would get really personal and, how do I say this? Ask if I have a partner when I'm age like, and I don't know how to respond to that. When I was
Yeah.
like in high school, it's like, it's really none of your business. I mean, whether you're a parent or a brother, it's really none of your business to ask that.
Yeah.
And that's what I was, when I look back, that's just another toxic part. But I don't know. I don't know what makes him think that that's okay. That's what I don't understand with my brother Josh. Um, Even though he's like the more accepting one. Um, but my other brother, I don't know what's going on with him. Like if something makes someone else uncomfortable, it's like, it's not a big deal. Just go as your old self or something. I don't know. If like say for example, like his fiance wasn't comfortable with me being up there, just come up as who you were before. It's not a big deal, but it is a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm just not. How about I just don't come?
What was your
You know,
biggest
and
what was your biggest fear, especially because I know you made that decision on the people you're going to come out to, of course, your parents, your siblings, maybe a few friends or classmates. What was your biggest fear, especially when you made that decision first? Because that can help us understand then the repercussions of that decision.
oh, I'm sorry. What?
No, I'm just like, what was your biggest fear before, like you came out to your parents and your siblings? Like, what was that initial biggest fear? I'm gonna tell them this because you can't predict how they'll react.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Like I wasn't. I didn't know how they were gonna react.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was. um, but I mean, being trans.
Mm.
Um, oh, and then Joshua says my siblings are still nosy, and I have to block their phones sometimes. Yeah. Well,
And
I
Kisha
mean,
also say,
yeah,
and Kisha says she's still very nosy with her siblings.
yeah, and people know even now, like
Yeah.
when it comes to dating, I don't have a boyfriend. I'm not on dating apps. Um, I don't know who's out there for me. All I know is that he's somewhere. I don't know where. And I don't know. I'm tired. Okay. I've been burned when it comes to dating. The right man just isn't here yet.
Okay.
I just gotta believe somewhere, somehow he's there.
Yeah. Was there like a surprise reaction? Like what about your friends? Let me move from family. Let me talk about friends, the people who knew you. Um, was there like any surprise reaction maybe from somebody that when you came out you actually did not expect them to like be that receptive? You probably thought they were the ones who are going to be more hostile.
Yeah, actually, honestly, when I think about it, it was a little surprising to me on how they weren't that reactive.
Oh, okay. David, welcome, David. Thank you so much, Frank, for that. And thanks so much, guys, for the thumbs ups you're giving Lucy.
Oh, and
Um,
well, well, Josh, my brother Josh, he's in his 40s and he's the oldest of us. He's the oldest sibling.
yeah.
I'm the youngest.
You expected more
And
reaction.
what?
You
You
expected
expect,
more
oh,
reaction.
yes.
I like that surprise. I like that surprise. I love that surprise. Did you have to, let's say the classmates, for example, or that one came much later, like your classmates, the kids that used to know you and stuff. How was that?
Mhm. Oh, Yeah, they didn't give me trouble. Not really, no. Um, since then though, since high school, I don't talk to them like I don't know them. You know, I think that's what happens most times. People, you know, they grow out of their high school years, they don't pay attention to their classmates. They just do their own thing. And that's kind of what it is. Like that's in my past. And I don't think about it. Um, but I mean, I didn't really have a lot of friends in high school.
Makes sense.
So,
You have,
but I,
you have a nice question from town and country, I think, which can summarize this. What has changed since you are at school compared to today's world, especially the acceptance from
what
other
has
people?
changed since so much?
Yeah, I love this
What has
question. I
changed?
think,
Okay, yeah. Well,
yeah.
I would like to think, um, well, statistics show that later, you know, the younger generations and future generations will become more and more accepting. I would think that even in school, I mean, there might be still bullying, but I would think that there's, you know, more accepting even there.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not a child anymore, so I can't tell you like what it's like right now. But you know, if it's like a child trying to be who they are, I would want to fight for that child's rights,
Hmm. I like
whether
that.
they are trans or they're not trans.
Fair enough. Um, and then we see, let me see, hey, Kokati says, beautiful Lucy. Thanks so much for that. And thanks so much, yes, thanks so much, ladies, for those nice compliments. I can see that I think Dr. Alice was like saying, oh my God, she looks stunning. And I think she just wants secrets about your hair. She wants,
Yes. Well, this is what I got going on for today. I don't want to. You're telling me not to pick up my phone, so I can't show people my dress.
yeah.
But this is what I got going on for today. Hi.
Stay put. We know what happens when you pick up your phone. It becomes a mayhem right there. Okay, David, don't worry. I'll ask Lucy your question. David, I know Lucy. I know Lucy has been on enough of my shows to know the okra question. Lucy, this is going to be like a commercial break question, but I'm going to ask you, what is your opinion on okra? I know it is so unrelated to the conversation and the topic.
Opinion
Okra,
on what? I missed that.
okra, the vegetable.
Okra.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who that is.
Okay, David,
You,
Lucy does not know what okra is. We'll leave it at that, David. You've not. So David and I have this fight over okra, the vegetable. So any guest who comes to the Sunday service has to be asked whether they eat okra or not. So you gave us a very yours is a gray area because
you're
you're
not
like
you're not talking about Oprah. You're talking about
no,
okra.
not okra, no, not okra, not okra the person,
Okay.
okra the vegetable.
Yeah, I don't know.
David, Lucy has to go and try okra. Then I think she will come and report the results.
I don't know.
All right, David, don't let it go. David, let it go. Lucy has to go and experiment with the okra first, and then I will get the results. Anyway, let me continue. Lucy, back to the conversation, especially around the journey between 18 to 30, before you finally, before you finally at least, because, because I'm trying to figure out like, you've come out to your parents, of course, now you're a young adult, you're just finishing like high school, getting into at least where you have to start making decisions. But of course, you get acceptance, and I like how you paint how it was rough. Even the relationship between your mom initially was very rough.
Mhm.
Your dad was more receptive. Josh, your big brother, was also like more receptive. He was just very curious because probably it was just like, okay, is there a partner? Is there like somebody or something like that? But I'm trying to think about now your journey after coming out, because did it end after that? Because somebody would assume that, okay, I've come out to my parents and everything. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't need to explain myself to people. But now is when now you have to start taking those necessary steps towards becoming Lucy. How was that journey now after coming out? Was it any easier? Was it even harder? You have to deal with, of course, a family rejection here with your brother Matt. How was that journey between 18 to 30?
Oh, you mean basically like living a lie?
Yes,
Um,
yeah, or even just in terms of even like your, some of the things you had to do, the relationships that how you have to keep your relationship with the family, how you had to work towards now the transition decisions.
yeah. So yeah, I was, honestly, like I still wasn't very happy when I
Mm,
think about it. Like I was not happy. But when I came out at 30, and the sacrifice I made to like, not talk to my other distant relatives again was absolutely 100% worth it
yeah.
because excuse me, I am so much happier. And like that, like my happiness outweighs a millionfold of never talking to my other family again, my distant family relatives.
Oh, wow. Oof.
So this is definitely 100% worth it just to be me here and never talk to them again.
Oof. And these are people who used to like see you early, back in the day, like when you used to like have these family gatherings and things like that. How did it make you feel? Because that must be a very powerful decision. Because it's like I have
Yeah.
to,
Well, actually, here I do have a story.
yeah,
Okay, so when I did first come out and I was, coming in dressed, like Lucy, like how I'm supposed to be.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I remember someone told my aunt that, oh, he's just doing this for attention. But how do you know? You're not in my shoes. You didn't live on the same roof, under the same roof as me. You know, that's just people being very close-minded. Um, yeah, they're just one of those people that think transgender doesn't exist.
Okay. In terms and in terms of just like, because so that is so I like, because this now becomes the hard part, like, when let's say, for example, like, let me give an example with your mom, for example, who did not handle, the news very well, when you initially like, told her. um Rejection, especially from somebody who has literally like raised you, cannot in any case be very easy. How did she come around? Did you like have to have a conversation with her, like, or time eventually just like, made it happen? For example, or to use your mom as an
Mm.
example.
Oh, when I came when she saw I was trans, my mom. Oh, well, yeah, it actually went pretty. She didn't give me a hard time
Hmm.
at all. But when
Wow.
I at 18, she did. But she was then over that. I don't know when she got over that. Um, I mean, I never talked to about it with her like until like age 30 when I am me.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Sense. And then now
yeah.
the and now comes the big conversation, becoming Lucy, and because one
And
of the
being the best robot on YouTube.
becoming Lucy, and then, of course, and the robot conversation. You talked about, and maybe you can just explain to us, because I know some of us may be coming from an ignorant place. So you
Mhm.
talked about, one of your biggest one of the biggest regrets is probably you should have started on hormones earlier. Things like that. You mentioned that earlier, that now with the benefit, knowing what you know now, you feel like had you started earlier, maybe things would have been a bit smoother. And I think you just tried to explain to us, what these things does. You talked about HRT, the journey to transition now. You become Lucy, and you're very specific that guys call me Lucy. And I totally like how, when the name was official on YouTube, and even the reactions, and even how people were like, I think people are there, I think, confused for a moment on how to like call you or even handle that change. It was a very public like transition, and you are literally
Yeah.
on the spot. You are literally on the spot, and I can't imagine how that could that felt, because I know you took a break for a while and then you came back, and then all these changes were happening. Talk to us about now that journey to transition. You talked about hormones. These things, I'm sure they cost money. They have a financial
Mhm.
implication. They have,
So,
yeah, like, talk to us about that just for us to understand.
so hormones, yeah. Well, I mean, with hormones, I mean, like I said, it changes you. Like I'm on HRT, male to female hormones. So yes, like at least with my situation, yes, like my breasts are growing bigger. Things are changing in other places around me. Um, see. Oh yeah, less hair growth, like a lot less body hair growth. That's what happens on HRT. Um, at least male to female. Um, but I never had. If people know what bottom surgery is, I never had that. I don't, and like it's every situation is different, right? So I mean, I never had that. I don't plan to. I don't want that. I want to keep what I have
Mm.
down there. Um, but someone else might want something different. They might want to go through the surgery. And, even though I'm all for, trans children being, or just children being who they are and were always meant to be, I have a very strong opinion about children having that down there, that surgery, bottom surgery. And just, my opinion, I might get hate for this, but like children under 18 having that surgery, I think people should be at least, or children slash people should be at least 18 years old to get the surgery down there. That's my opinion, because that's something you cannot reverse.
And
It's a life altering decision.
quite a life altering decision. And when like when you're like talking about hormones, for example, it means like these are things that probably it has to be supervised and things like that. Is there like a cost to these things? Just somebody is just curious, because again, or, like, and if you had to explain to your parents, did you have to explain to your parents these changes, just in case, they are asked, they are curious, or they have to interact with you? That conversation, how does it happen?
I mean, I just, well, actually, well, my best friend, Red December, helped me too. Actually, um, I talked about with her, and
Mm.
she was actually the one that helped me, helped me. She was like the bridge to get. I mean, I know I would have came out eventually,
Mm.
but I would have found a way. I know I would have, but she was the bridge that helped get me there. If it wasn't her, I would have just, made my own bridge or found a different bridge to get on the other side. I don't know. But she was the bridge that helped me get there. Um, I just started wearing dresses, wearing makeup, doing my own things. And when when it's been suppressed for so long, I'm sure it goes for trans men too, but in my situation for transgender women, I've heard this before, that your femininity explodes because it's been suppressed for so long. Like, you want to do all the makeup, you want to look perfect, you want to look as like the best feminine version of yourself that you can possibly be. And that's how it is, because that's just psychologically how things work. When things are suppressed, you embrace it to the max.
I love that. I love that, embracing it in all aspects. Uh, and shout out to Red December for just helping Lucy find that bridge. It's
Yes.
very,
If she's
it's very
listening, I
like,
love you, bestie.
yeah, it's very rare to for. I like that description that Red December, you are the bridge. I think that's a very high compliment coming from Lucy. It's not very many people that become the bridge. Lucy,
Oh,
you're
I'm drinking. I just want people to know, if people are just, this is what I'm drinking. Monster, yeah, Monster it's electric blue Monster energy drink.
and I'm going to ask about the robot questions shortly. Don't worry. When it comes to and I was just explaining that your journey, like your journey did not just happen, as I said, it did not just happen privately. You had to navigate something deeply personal, but also you are a public creator. People knew you. I knew you back then.
Yeah.
Before the big changes started coming in. What was that like? Like, just imagine just going through like personal transformation, and there's an audience watching. Like, I don't know how you, Lucy, I don't know how you navigated that, because let me tell you, I think I feel like you're not just brave, but I think you are like well, you are the OG for sure. How did you navigate that in a very public way? Because everybody was seeing the transformation is happening, and of course some are talking about it, some of course are not talking about it. Some of course decided to like probably stop engaging you and things like that. You talked about the disrespect, with the dead naming. How did you
Yeah.
navigate this, especially as a YouTuber? Because we were all over the place. You can't even say that it is something that was like very personal or private.
Well, are you asking like how I handled that or what I did about that?
How you handled it, because that
Oh
transformation
yeah.
was it was a very public transformation, especially because you are a YouTuber by then. People knew you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I talked about with, people that may have knew like the persons or people that were dead naming me,
Mm.
but I didn't really. I eventually just blocked them and never talked to them again. And then, there are people like that, not necessarily like because I'm trans, but I mean, there's people that I haven't talked for like on here that I haven't talked for like 5 or 6 years. And sometimes it's just like that. Like, not everybody is meant to be with you. Or I mean, as a friend or anything. Um, sometimes it's just like that. I've had that happen before where I never do talk to people again. But
Mm.
the people that do keep coming back around after you block them or after you have a disagreement with them and they keep coming back around over and over again, those people are meant to be in your life. That's how I see that.
Did you ever feel
Um,
any? Did you ever feel any pressure, like, to explain yourself?
oh, you mean the people that were dead naming me?
No, no. This is now generally like because you're making your transition, and all these changes are happening. You as a YouTuber now. Did you ever feel any pressure to explain yourself especially on this platform?
Oh, explain the disrespect on this platform before?
Yeah,
Um, I probably have. I can't remember. It's been so long.
yeah.
I probably did.
Okay. Um, and that just staying there, like, because I know YouTube has also been a place of self-expression for you, because I know, and I remember, and I'm going to use this YouTube because YouTube is the best example, because I knew you from YouTube and we met on YouTube back in the day. And in terms of just like when you decided to change your name on YouTube, for example, for me, I found that that was like that is like what I would call it was like a revolution in itself, just changing your name into YouTube, and then people now have to like figure out like this is actually my new name and I'm sticking. I am Lucy. I am Lucy, and you guys, this is this is what I'm going to identify as. And when you made that decision to change your name, because for me, I found that as a very radical act of ownership, to be honest. Um, was there a point where you're just like, maybe I should not do this? Maybe I should not, maybe the world is not ready for this.
I was set on doing it.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't, I wasn't letting anything or anyone stop me. Like, like, I think this is probably how, like, when you have like an aha moment.
Yeah.
When it comes to knowing that you're transgender, you're not gonna stop. You are not going back to what you were. You're just, and that's the stories that I hear other trans people talk about when they're trans and they have that aha moment. Yep, I'm trans. They never go back to what they were.
Okay, makes sense. Did you've always credited YouTube as a place, as a platform where you really like found the perfect space to express yourself.
Yeah.
Did YouTube like help you still express this? Like, was it the perfect platform for expression, especially when when you had made up your mind and you had said, "This is it. I'm going to do this." Like,
Yeah, actually, yeah, it was.
okay.
I mean, this is really like where all my friends are. I don't have people here like close to me in the outside world. This is where my friends are.
Okay, makes sense. And let me go back to the therapist, because I know you mentioned that you had to see a therapist at some point, and when your therapist told you that she knew all along, it was just a matter of time. And when they saw you now after you had already made the decision, I don't know, I'm just curious about their reaction, when they saw this new, because there's a new energy, there's like somebody who's like,
No, when I broke the news to her, she said, I think she was like kind of like, I knew all along. I think she kind of like did something like this, or was like kind of like trying not to giggle or trying not to.
oh yeah,
I
like,
can't remember exactly how it went, but she was like, I knew you were trans.
oh, wow.
And I remember one time, like, yeah, it's about time. She knew.
In case there's somebody listening to you, Lucy, and they're like literally at that point where you are before you made that decision, before the big 3-0, and that valley of a dilemma, that valley of confusion, that valley of uncertainty. In case there's somebody who's seated and they're whatever it is, that wherever they are in the world and they're listening to you right now, knowing what you know now, because it's been now 4 years, because you celebrated your 34th birthday the other day.
Yeah.
It's been 4 years of living your best life boldly. You have owned your space more. Let me tell you, I think you are right, because you are a totally different person as compared to the Lucy I used to know, because back in the day,
Yes.
you used to
Unicorn
think
vibes, unicorn vibes, doing
yeah,
this. Yeah,
exactly. I'm like,
Tamsack.
it's like a whole different person, and I'm like, because the
Yeah.
other, Lucy used to be like, play your game, locked up in your room for hours and stuff. Only speak when you're spoken to. But now it's like a totally different person, and I'm just like, in case somebody is like listening right now and they're on that like dilemma of making a decision, and maybe they want to like come out and be as expressive as you, what is that one thing that you'll tell them? Is it knowing what you know now, because now you have the beauty of what you call experience?
Just, live authentically. Live authentically. Be yourself, whether you're trans, non-trans, whether you're I don't know. There's people, I know people in I think they call it like the Aryan community. Like if you're, whatever community you're in or whatever you are, embrace it and just live it and be happy with it. Don't let people stop you from who you are or what you want to be. I think that kind of goes hand in hand. What you want to be and who you are. That's to me, that's the same thing. That's who you are.
Yeah. And I like what you said there about living authentically. Like that's a very powerful statement. And you're dropping some huge gems this Sunday, Lucy. One of the ones I've totally like taken away so far is some people exist in this world to make other people evolve. Your existence is going to support the evolution of other people. I really love that statement. That one has really made me, I'm doing that clock it thing. That is it. That is it. And but
I think
yeah. But you talk about living authentically. Today, when you say I am Lucy, how does it make you feel? Like, what does it mean to you? Because it is different. It is powerful. Like, even I am Princess Lucy. It's like there's just something very powerful and around the ownership of that name. How does that make you feel? And the fact that you can say it very boldly today.
Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was asking like I was just trying to pick up the point on living authentically, and
Yes.
one of the things that is very powerful is that now today you can proudly call yourself Lucy. You can proudly say I am Lucy without any apologies. How does that make you feel, especially as Lucy? Because you could not do that like barely like 4 years ago, but now you own it very very
Yeah.
authentic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, I own it like a unicorn, honey. I own it like a unicorn.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I own it like a unicorn.
Love it. And it took your journey to get there. And I like the advice you're giving in terms of that authentically, that living authentically. Let me ask you something, because this can also speak to somebody who's listening in the background. You have described your life today as better than ever, especially after making that discussion. What makes your life better today?
Me being me, trans,
Yeah.
HR. There's a lot of things that are you comparing like today than back then?
Yes, because
Okay, so yeah. HRT, looking more feminine, looking beautiful, looking like Lucy. And the energy that came along with it, the happiness.
Mhm.
That's what I really love. Like just me. That's what it is. Me. Not a. I think of that as a lie that was taught by society. Compared to now, I'm living in my truth. I'm living in the truth. And that's what is making me happy.
I love that. Thank you so much, Ayman, for the 37 months of trust. Ayman, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, Ayman. Ayman is giving us a shout out here, saying, blessings, Goga, Lucy, and the tribe. Thanks so much, Ayman, for popping in. Appreciate the support. And thanks so much, guys, for coming in. Anabu, appreciate coming in. Anabu, I know Anabu has just seen you, and Anabu, because she loves makeup, I know she's just like saying, Lucy and I can play a lot with makeup. Yeah, because Anabu, thanks so much for coming in. I know Anabu is just like, Lucy has been playing around. Yeah, she calls herself the Mofo, princess for a reason.
That's
I'm not gonna. I mean, that's the polite way of cussing is mofo.
Of course, of course. I like how it comes out like it takes time before somebody like picks it up, and yeah, I
Yeah.
totally like that. Lucy, you could never say that back in the day. You
No,
remember? You
well,
could never say.
you
You
well,
could
you know
never
where
say that.
well, you know where I get that from, mofo
Yeah,
princess. Avril Lavigne. She always says. I mean, she cusses it out on a few of her songs.
yeah.
The mother, mother F princess. That's where I get that from. And then unicorn, and I just did my own thing with the unicorn vibes and mofo princess. I'm the
Yeah.
unicorn mofo princess, and don't any one of you forget it.
And that's going to take me now to the conversation around the internet, because the internet can also be a very like dark place as much as it's incredible. YouTube is, I like what you say, that all your friends are on YouTube, all the people that you like are on YouTube. But
Mhm.
also this platform can also like become very dark. It's like a place where bullying and
Oh yeah.
negativity, bullying and negativity, of course, reign supreme. Um, how do you handle like hurtful comments? Because I know these hurtful comments always come in.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, I have been reactive before. I mean, I probably still am, but I'm trying
yeah,
better not to be reactive to it and just block it. Especially like when I'm doing tarot. Like, I can't have that just, botch a reading or disrupt that.
yeah.
So especially when it comes to doing tarot, because I've seen other people that do that my work when it comes to tarot, they just ignore it and just block it. And that's what I need to do when I'm doing here. In fact, I mean, since I'm already dolled up and everything, I might just do a pop-up later of doing tarot. I don't know. I might do that later. Um, you
Susan,
know,
Susan, 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 I know you get excited there. I'll be like, yeah, Susan, Lucy may
yeah,
give us a phone.
if people want a tarot question later, look out for me.
Right.
I might do a pop-up. So, yeah, and yeah, I forgot my train of thought. That happens
No,
to me
we
a
were, we were
lot.
talking about we were talking about how you handle like hurtful
Okay,
comments. That's what,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I was, what I said. I just block it out. I'm getting better at not being reactive. And
Okay.
my birthday live stream, that was an epic live stream. That got I think what 670 likes and 4,500 views. On my birthday live stream, I was live forever. I was live to the max, 11 hours 55 minutes. I did a lot of yeehaw doll doll billy eyes. Yeah. There's a couple people. Joshua is one of them. Energetic Joshua, the amazing energetic Joshua. Like,
Yeah.
he said if he was rich or if someone else said they were rich, they would literally like nickel and dime me through a whole entire live stream just doing the yeehaw doll doll billy, yeah, yeehaw doll doll billy, and the Mofo Princess thanks to yeehaw yeehaw.
Yeah.
I would just have to do that the whole live stream. I would do it too. I would.
Like I don't. The first time I had you that, I was like, this is so extra. Like, but that is what your community loves, and that has become an essentially a part of what they expect, especially when they bless you. So it's not a bad thing entirely. And then I like Fabulous Nazi saying, "Of course, Lucy, since you are dressed, go for it."
Just you want me to, I did it in the beginning. You want me to do it? I can do it. I can show everybody the legendary dance. Yeah, this is what I do when I get a super chat. Eehaw, eehaw, da da pilya, eehaw, eehaw, da da pilya, and the Mofo Princess thanks you too.
I love how your hair moves when you're doing it. Like when your hair is so long. That's a good one. Um, did you like because one of the things that people handle, especially on this platform, most people don't know how to handle like trolls, bullies, and I like how you handle it with a lot of grace. I know you have like great mods. I know I like how you program Nightbot with with things that with with the rules of engaging on your chat because you also want to protect your community. Um, did you like naturally develop a thick skin towards it, or some comments still feel very hurtful and you just choose to? Because I know there are many people cannot be able to handle hurtful comments like a boss.
I'm sorry, like there's people that can't.
Yeah. No, I was saying that the comments section, because yeah, you're one of the people who knows how to handle like comments gracefully. I don't know whether you developed a thick skin
Yeah.
for it, but there are people online here on these YouTube platforms who cannot handle comments very well, especially when they are being bullied. So how
Yeah.
did you like just like grow into that
Oh,
yeah.
are you talking about like not in the live chat, but like on my videos?
Live chats, yeah, live
Oh,
chats.
live
Because I know
chat.
you're
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I just get rid of it. I don't react to it. I've, it's not just the bullying, but I've had like weirdos saying Lucy's my sexy girlfriend, or well, I got a couple pervy comments from I think a couple of them might have been Filipino, and a couple of them might have been Indian, and I got pervy comments like that before, and not even in my chat. Like, I share out a bunch, right? But those weirdos like to follow me in other chats, and they, spread their perviness, trying to put a claim on me that I'm their girlfriend when I'm not. For me, I have to know first of all, I have to know the guy for years. From what I've learned, it's got to be someone I know and I can trust. That's the only way I can really accept that guy to be my boyfriend,
Hmm.
not
Okay.
just some person I don't know.
I like what Joshua says. Joshua says, if someone bullies anyone I know, I'll bully the ones that bully. I'll show them what it feels like to be bullied. And
Oh, someone
and
bullies anyone I know, I'll bully the ones that bully. I show them what it feels like to be bullied. Yes. Well, I mean, I don't encourage bullying, but um, I mean, I know Josh was coming from a good place. He has a good heart.
yeah. No, no, Joshua is good people. I know it's just that he can't, you can't mess up with you can't mess with the people, his people, especially on this platform. So I know where he's coming from. And that's also one thing about you, Lucy, because you're also one person I think I've seen you in action, very protective as well, especially on your chat. Like one of the things you are very keen on is also like encouraging an environment that is safe. You don't want your community to feel like unsafe, or you don't want your community to feel attacked and stuff like that. Do you think this is do you think like based on your collective experiences, especially for the last 34 years, do you think it makes you more, that's why you find yourself more of an advocate, because you've always been living in the end where you're suppressed, but now you don't want to see anyone messing with with your people? Do you think it's an instinct that comes naturally?
Well, yeah, I mean, in my chat, whether I don't want anybody disrespecting people. I mean, there might be people that have beef with each other in my chat, but that's between them. It's not like trying to piss them off or trying to disrespect them.
Hmm.
But I mean, I don't get, because I've had that happen before in my chat. I mean, like when other people, like my mods, fighting with each other because there's beef between them.
Yeah.
It's one of those, when it's one of those things where you're in a situation between two people. You're like, just
Yeah,
trying to like not get involved, or like, I don't wanna do this. You two figure out what you gotta figure out. Um,
absolutely.
but I don't wanna hide or block either one of them. That's kind of how some situations are.
I
But
agree.
you know, um, I mean, that's the only part where like I don't block anybody or do anything when
Okay.
there's beef between mods. But I mean, when it's blatant disrespect, yeah, I get rid of them.
All right. I think you may need to do the year thing for Master Corp gameplay has given you some 2 jewels there. That is for your that is from Master Corp gameplay. Right on the screen.
Oh, thank you for the 2 jewels.
Yeah.
Thank you
All
for the
right.
star.
Okay. Let me see whether I missed anything. And thanks so much, everyone. Captain Paper Planes.
Oh yeah,
This.
I
Appreciate
want
this.
if you don't, I want to read what Josh said. This is a situation I was thinking about.
Okay.
Josh was saying on your channel, someone has had beef with me, but they had problems with bringing it to Lucy's channel. You should not bring issues to someone else's live stream. Yes. And that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to get involved. Whatever is between you two is between you two.
Okay. I totally like it, and it's actually the best way. You always find ways to respect somebody's stream. If you have beef, take it to the person directly because you don't want to.
Yes.
Yeah, take it to the person directly. All right. Let me see. I love this. I love this kind of engagement, and I like how for me I think safety and community safety is very important because that is your space. And I like Lucy, you have always been very clear that YouTube is where you express yourself the most. YouTube is where you find your tribe and your community. So for you, I think it is very important that also the space feels very safe for the people you're interacting with. So I totally agree with you on this.
I do want to touch on. I do want to talk about, if you don't mind, next about like how I work as a robot.
Yeah, no, I'm coming to the robot question. Don't worry, it's next because
let's talk about the robot.
Yeah, it's coming next.
So
yeah.
So as a robot, I am up for 36 hours, about like 36 hours or so, doing my thing, making my rounds while I'm doing other stuff on YouTube, whether it's catching up on shorts, getting back to comments, whatever. Then I sleep for 12 and I do it all over again. While I have a live stream that's set up for the future. And normally, like when I'm active and I'm not trying to catch up on my shorts, trying to get ideas to catch up on my shorts, then I can do it like that. So yeah, that's how I operate as a robot. It's not easy. Sometimes I fail, but if I can do it successfully and I can stay consistent, I can get the hang of it. But it's really hard to stay consistent when I'm always having to catch up and get ahead on shorts. That's my main thing, is always trying to get like ahead on shorts. Like I said, I'm like almost a year ahead on my shorts. I having 5 shorts published a day, but being like 11 and a half months ahead on it. So that's like over what? How many? It'd be like 5. So 365 days in a year. 5 times 365.
Oh my
that's
God.
about how many shorts that I'm ahead on.
That's like over 1,000 shorts.
Yes.
And now that you brought up the robot question, let us discuss about you being a robot, because number one, and this is you're always somewhere supporting somebody, and hence these emojis. And guys, let me say that, let me do a social experiment. Can you drop Lucy's favorite emoji on YouTube? It's already there. You're likely to know it. Lucy's favorite emojis on YouTube is known. Like it's like one of those things. There is no any other person on YouTube who uses those emojis. And I've just dropped them on the chat. Let me go and let me type it on Lucy's live stream.
There it is. That's my signature.
Yeah. So Lucy, one of the things I've always been curious to ask you. Number one, and I'm going to ask you a lot of questions around this robot lifestyle, because let me just ask a question, a very ignorant question on behalf of other people. This is when we normally say asking for a friend. Lucy, do you sleep?
Yes, I do. Believe it or not, I do. I have to.
How long do you sleep? Do you like just sleep for like a few seconds?
Well,
Yeah.
when I'm actually able to do it like this, when I'm consistent, when I don't have to, take breaks
Yeah.
for whatever reason, um, then I do this for like 36 hours straight, and then I sleep for around 12.
Did you say
I mean,
36 hours? Did you say 30? Did you say 36?
yeah, being up for 36 hours and then
Lucy,
sleeping for 12.
Lucy, 36 hours. Jesus. Wait, what? I had to confirm because even me, I thought I had my own things. I had to. Everybody on the chat is looking shocked. Because that's why I asked on your behalf, guys. That's why I asked on your behalf. So Lucy has answered 36 hours.
Yeah, 36 hours. I think I remember I was actually up longer than that. I remember it was not long ago. If you remember this, I was in your chat. You're like, Lucy, I'm gonna follow you or chase you, trying to get you to sleep.
Man, like, how do you stay for 36 hours? Like, what are you like surviving on? Is it just the monster thingy or
I'm surviving on robot juice. Yeah, robot juice. This is my
wow?
robot juice right here. Monster.
Okay, let me ask you a question now. How many live streams do you I'm sure you're going to say, okay, I have no idea. How many live streams do you attend in a week? Let's start with the live streams first.
Well, I mean, lately I haven't been really active,
Yeah.
but when I do get active, when I'm consistent, when I can stay in a consistent rhythm, usually, and sometimes it changes, but usually it's like being live every third day or so, something like that, for like 4 hours.
Okay. No, I meant the ones you go to because me, I see you more in I see you more in other people's live streams than your own live streams. Like it is
Mhm.
easy for me to find you in people's live streams than find you live. This is
Yes.
known. Yeah.
Well, and like when I do it like that, like my shorts, they get hundreds of comments.
Oh, that
And
is smart.
people supporting my videos. I get over 1,000 likes on my videos.
Congratulations on over 30,000 subscribers.
Yeah, 30. Well, yeah, 31.5.
31.5, yeah.
It's been slow this year because I don't know, I'm trying to get ahead on my shorts. And
Lucy, why do you support so many creators? And one of the things about you is that you never really
yeah.
care whether you never really care whether they support you back. You just have that heart. You just support. Why do you support so many creators?
Well, because out of all those, okay, so like out of all those creators, I know what I put out, I'll get back some way, somehow. And like I described, I get a bunch of support back. You see my live streams when I'm active. Like I mean, I haven't been active lately, but when I am active, you see my chat flying.
Oh, your live streams are crazy. I'm glad you have more moderators nowadays because your live streams give me anxiety.
Well, I mean, that's why it's not as hyped up as it normally is, because I haven't been networking
And
or as active when I'm with my live
yeah.
streams. But when I am active, you see it flying.
Okay.
Oh, bye, Josh. Bye, Joshua. He said he must go. Sorry, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on.
Yeah. Do you normally have a day where you just say, today I am doing absolutely nothing? Like, do you have just days you decide that you're not doing anything? Like, nobody's going to see you on YouTube, nobody's going to see you anywhere. Like, do you like intentionally have those days where you just say, nope, I am not going to be the robot?
Well, I mean, I might like when I'm on my breaks, I mean, I might stop in a few streams here and there.
Yeah.
But that's just like for fun and wanting to be there and talk to my friends. I mean, I don't know. I guess to have that in my head doing absolutely nothing on YouTube is like extraterrestrial to me. I don't know what else.
I like the honesty. And which takes me back to this other thing that you said. And I think this is a very smart thing that you can teach us something about. Hey, Timo, welcome, Timo. Nice to see you, Optimum family. Lucy, I like what you said about like you give yourself a challenge of doing 5 shots daily. And you are like 11 months. You already have content that can push you for the next 11 months. Like even if you decided not to go live for the next like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you have like a content that is programmed to actually go public. What inspired this idea? Because I think I find it very fascinating, and it's a very good way of like making sure that the channel is busy. What inspired this idea, and why specifically 5 shots daily, and how has it been? How has it been like keeping the consistency, especially around this challenge? Because it's not easy. You have like over 1,000 1,000 videos worth of content.
Actually, more like, well, when you do, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna calculate it. What is 5 times 365? I'm gonna go to calculator. 5 times 365. Because I'm only like 2 weeks behind from a year. So, and I'll get there very soon. So 5 times 365.
That comes would 1,825.
Yes. That's how many shorts that are scheduled out.
Lucy, wait. Help me understand. You have 1,825 shorts scheduled.
What?
You have 1,825 shorts ready to
ahead.
Wait.
Ahead.
You are a robot. You are a robot.
I love that response. You're a robot.
No, because how do you have 1,825 shots? Like, guys, it's not like the past. She's not talking about old videos. She's talking about videos that are going to be published. She's like,
yes.
She's like 1 year ahead. Do you know the way you're making some of us here feel lazy on YouTube? Like, guys, what are you doing with your life? Lucy, how do you do that? Like, give us the secrets, because that is serious consistency.
Well, it seems like, I don't know, like, I don't know. It seems, well, to me, it seems like you get more views that way. I mean, I don't know what it is, but, well, I mean, I think it's to help get more views, if that's what it is, or to, I mean, also just to get ahead so I can do other things. But there's got to be at some point where I can just take a break and only, stay caught up to a certain point. I don't know if YouTube has a limit. If I reach that limit, I'll let you know, like how many shorts I can have scheduled and or be ahead on when it comes to time. But when I get there, then I can say, oh, finally, I can take a break on trying to do this, and I can focus on my channel. But I will say, I'll say this. Once I get to, like, if I ever do get there, if I ever get to like being 3 or 4 years ahead, like if I ever get to 4 years ahead, then I'll stop for a while.
Lucy, I'm
trying to get ahead on it.
Lucy, I'm going to ask you a question because you're making us look bad. You're making us look bad, guys. This woman is making us look bad. We need to chase her out of the Sunday service. How can you be 1 year ahead in terms of content? Like, How do you even schedule this content? How do
Well,
you like shoot? How do you shoot the
well,
video? What time do you like, Lucy? Give
well,
us this.
I up. So I mean, on average, I probably upload like maybe 10 to 15 a day. Sometimes I would upload like 40 shorts a day to get ahead, and then maybe take a break for a couple days, and then do, another. I mean, I have a system where right now it's something new that I have. So like for every day that passes by, I try to match that times 2. So what I'm trying to say is for every day that passes by, I need to make sure I'm up ahead at that point. So on average, I need to be doing 10 shorts a day. So
Guys,
today is August
I'm going
2nd.
to carry
So
on.
I need to so for August 2nd, like I might be way ahead and I can take a break for a little while doing it that way. I check off the date. And then when I need to upload shorts again, I'll upload more shorts. I hope I'm making sense with that.
No, you're not making sense. These are robots speaking because you're not. I would like to think I'm one of the few knowledgeable people here on YouTube, but you're not making sense because Lucy, you are not operating like a human being. This is something that I like, and I like how Fabulous has summarized it very well. I am just proud of myself with 1 week ahead. This one is 1 year ahead. 1 year
Yeah,
ahead.
well,
And
well, I well, I mean, I only have 1,800 shorts ahead. Only.
let me ask you, like, how do you like, for you to like make this many shots? It means like there's a method to
Oh
the there's
yeah,
a method.
that's another.
Yes.
Yeah, you brought up a good point. So that's another thing that I've noticed helps get me views is
Yeah.
when a short is like really short, between 5-10 seconds, because when it's that short, I don't know what it is, but YouTube picks up on the average retention. I don't know if it's retention or people
Yes.
watching the short.
Yes.
So like it's so most like 99% of the time, over 99% of the time, if not 100%, if it's between 5 and 10 seconds long, it's way over 100% of people watching it. So on average, people might watch it a time and a half. So that's like 15 seconds of the 5 to 10 second short. And that is what is actually helping me get more views. I mean, there's probably other things. There's other things and other variables that are helping too, but that's what I've noticed, and that's why I've been doing it really super short like that.
I like that because I think you summarize it very well because number one, they are not very long. It's 5 to 10 seconds thereabout, so it is something that is manageable to do actually. And I think I like that. I like the fact that Lucy intentionally like says I'm going to like drop 5 shots tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Like it's very intentional, but for me, I think I'm just looking at the mountain of work ahead. Lucy, you cannot afford to be lazy. Especially if you have this kind of a target. And then you still find time to go to people's live streams and drop like unicorn emojis.
I have to make so I have to make the shorts, whether it's gaming shorts or doing shorts with my pets or whatever.
Yeah.
I have to make them. I have to upload them. I have to edit them. I have to hashtag them. I have to schedule them. And then, I'm now putting them in playlists that haven't even been published yet because none of them are published yet.
They're private, yes.
And actually, that's another thing I think too. I mean, I don't know if it makes a difference, but having a playlist can help your shorts too, I think, or your videos get views. Is that true?
I've not done on shorts, but I know playlists for videos. Of course, it helps.
Yeah. So I'm making playlists of like, a certain game and then another certain game and another certain game, hundreds of shorts of a certain game, or whether it's with my pugs. I'll be making a playlist of Xena and Gabby 2027, and then a playlist for Xena and Gabby 2028.
Lucy, this is now I under this now I understand why you can choose not to be asleep for 36 hours. And I'm going to ask you a question. Hey Winston, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes.
How much time do you spend doing all these things just to be able to schedule shorts? Because forget about the time you go supporting people, because I know that is networking. But how much time do you spend doing all these things? Like, do you give us like some, in case somebody wants to take up this challenge of being a year ahead? I know the sacrifices you have to make.
Well, this is one of the reasons why you haven't seen me lately, because like especially when I get behind on my shorts, I don't have shorts to upload. I have to do the shorts and get ahead on them. Yeah. So like the making of the shorts takes time. And now I don't have a black cat anymore because, people, I even have it in my bio, putting in Panther. They died this year. They were like, yeah, they were like, I think 18, 19 years old or something like that. So I don't have that anymore. And I don't want to have just dogs. I mean, yeah, I could have like Xena and Gabby. I love them to pieces. But I do want at least a little bit of variety. So I've been doing gaming. The only reason why I've been playing games is so I have content to upload. If I had a black pug, I would be able to make it work. Like I would have Xena and Gabby as my pugs, and then we would have a black pug. That's my vote, is to get a black pug. And people that don't know this, okay, listen. People that don't know this, I've been wanting this for a long time, right? My dream, my biggest dream wish would have been to have a boyfriend, future husband. That's my dream, is to have a boyfriend, future husband, and we would get a black pug together. That was that would have been my dream. But as it's looking right now, I don't know if that's possible. So I'm just happy with just a black pug. Whether I have a boyfriend or not, I want a black pug.
They still time, Lucy. You remember I keep going back to the 5-year-old Lucy. I keep going back to that 5-year-old, and now life turned on well either way for the 5-year-old Lucy.
Yeah.
Guys, there's a lot of discipline to learn from Lucy, especially. I know we make fun of this being a robot, but Lucy also talked about the power of networking. You network.
Yes.
You know it. Yep. You network a lot. You are in India. We are speaking Tamsak in Philippines. We come back in Japan. We are saying arigato. We, talk to us about the power of networking, because you are one person, I think, you remember from back in the day when you used to roam the streets like robots.
Yeah. Well, honestly,
yeah.
I think, I don't know. I think some people might just get lucky, whether they get they have a big first one solid, for example, and they might get hundreds of thousands of subscribers that way. But and then or something happens where they somehow get famous, or maybe a TV show picks them up and they get famous that way. And but I think another way too is you have to network to get there. And even at my point, even if I didn't network and I just went live every day, I don't know if I would get the same traction. Because if I went live every day, I wouldn't be able to network as much.
Hence the shorts and whatnot.
Yeah, and that's why I've been taking breaks. I need to do other things with my channel, and other things. Other personal things going on in my life.
The robot life.
Yeah, the robot life. It's a robot life. What's that song called? It's a hard knock life. It's a robot
Yeah,
life.
it's a robot life.
Yes, it's a robot life.
Yeah. One of the other things that I think is also like a great thing to like just tell people here, because one of the things is that if you are like a super supporter like you are, you also tend to be a very good judge of the platform and communities and people. Because you know you are all over the place. You are like in different. You are in one country. You are in another country. You are in another side of the world because you are all over YouTube. You are in Africa. You move from Africa. You've gone back to Asia.
I'm in
Um,
Kenya. I'm in Kenya.
yeah, and in Kenya now you are in Kenya today. Today you are in Kenya. You're also in the States. And then India is also calling you shortly. You have to like run to India and say hi because Indians are just about to wake up. What is the one thing that at least YouTube has taught you, especially around community? Because I know you speak a lot about community, but for you, you say
Yes.
community is really
Well,
your friend. Yeah.
I mean, I accept. I mean, if you wanna, if you wanna get ahead and be, successful, I would think that would go for any business. You have to treat YouTube like a business, but not just a business. As a business, in order for a business to work, you have to make relationships with people, friendships with people. That's what I think. And
Okay.
that's what YouTube is. You have to make it a business. But also, when you have a business, you have to make friends with your business. It kind of goes hand in hand. So you have to have friends willing to help. You have to make friends to help your business. You have to have friends to help your business. And you help each other that way. Like you can help their business on YouTube. They help your business on YouTube.
Yeah.
Um, and in order to be successful, you don't want to leave anybody out. Because if you only accept certain people and you're very judgmental, not only is that a bad judge of character on you and people can see you for that,
Mm.
but that's going to drive people away with that kind of nasty energy when you discriminate. So, I'm not a discriminatory person to begin with. I accept everybody, but that's my point is if you want to be successful on here, you have to accept everyone. And not just accept, but you have to go to everywhere around the world and accept all communities and bring all communities together around the world. Because when you add because that amount of viewership adds up to be a successful channel.
It does. Um, why is like I like this challenge of yours has really made me like think deeply. And for me, when you look at your channel, what is the long term plan? Like because I know you when even before you hit 10,000 subscribers. Today you are like at 31,000 and counting. What is like the long term goal for Lucy? Lucy's channel,
Yeah.
and what is the
Well,
plan here?
honestly, like, I want to get to the point where I don't have to work so hard anymore, but I don't know if I really don't know if I'll ever get there. It's just gonna
But if
keep
you
getting harder and harder.
And you're already working so hard on YouTube anyway.
It's like, am I at the point where I don't have to work hard anymore, or do I still have to keep going?
Makes sense. Um, is there like are there like particular numbers you are targeting? Because I know you've been on a streak of growing the subscriber base numbers and things like that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and also I want to mention too, like with we were talking about tarot, right?
Yeah.
And with how much of there's a good demand on YouTube for it. I see people look to tarot card readers to get answers.
Yeah.
I'm just using that as an example. Um, and of course, the likes help, the algorithm, you know, things with your channel help the algorithm. And I think like I have enough, I think I have, even if I didn't network, a big base of people that will just come to my channel naturally anyway. So just with that, people looking for, a card reading, I would think I would stand out in the algorithm better than just somebody that only has like a couple thousand subscribers and not a big community like I do. I mean, I would think I would stand out in the algorithm more than a lot of people that are doing tarot card readings. And I'm just using that as an example.
And that has been
So
that has been quite a transition for you because you know I remember when I met you, you used just to do gaming as content, and
yeah.
now you're doing tarot, and you know like in terms of just explaining that transition, you know like what informs that particular like interest for you to be able to now diversify this into your content.
Oh, you mean what got me into tarot?
Yes, so tarot, and in addition to, because I remember you just used to be a gamer, you know, literally. I remember literally it was
Yes.
just gaming, yeah, purely. But now you do tarot, now you do more engaging. You can be crazy on a live stream and you're interacting with
Yeah, I can
people.
do this, I can do this, I
Yes,
can
these
do
are things you
this.
never used.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, these are things you never used to do, but now it has totally become part of now the Lucy brand. Is there any particular like is there any particular reason you decided to say, okay, let me make the tarot thing content on the channel?
Um, well, I mean, there was a couple people that inspired me. Well, I mean, I already said this. I mean, I I watched people for years doing tarot. Um, and then I remember getting a deck back. I think it was not, I mean, not this December, but the last December.
Mm.
So like 18 months ago. Well, what we're in August, so like maybe like 20 months ago or so. I remember getting my first, in fact, I hate to move my phone, but I'm gonna have to because it's propping.
Okay.
If I because I just want to show you my deck. So this is actually the first deck I got. The first deck I
Oh.
started with. And these are the cards. I remember this is the very first deck I started with. This is what it looks like.
Mm.
So, and I still use it. I still have other, I mean, I have other decks. I got this deck, well, actually a mall down the street. I got this in a mall. And then when I was learning with this deck, then I started getting more decks and more decks. And now I have like, I think what is it now? 16 tarot decks and a few oracle. So I have a total of like 19. So I have like 19 decks. So, you know, I use them. I don't know. I think I got that for Christmas actually.
Mm.
Because my mom, I don't know if my mom got one, but I mean that actually what encouraged me to do it. I remember we were shopping for Christmas one year, and what we wanted for Christmas, and I saw this, and I said, "Yeah, I want to try this," and that's what got me to do it. Because back in December of 2024,
Mm.
yeah, that's seeing that, and then knowing a couple people that did this already got me inspired. So then I started learning tarot, and then I started learning and growing and really, really mastering tarot. I mean, when it comes to tarot, you never stop learning. But compared to, when I started learning tarot to now, I know a lot about tarot.
Right. And also like in terms of and I'm going to come back to that because you know tarot is also one of those things that you know I like how you've grown into it naturally. I want to talk about you know what tarot means to you personally, because and just to give an example with Susan, who is listening, and Susan was asking you about Brian. What is it that drew you to it, and what is it that makes you enjoy tarot? Because I know tarot also gets a bad rap from people who don't understand it, and anytime and it comes from in fact it comes from your updated channel name. When somebody comes to this updated channel name, let me see if I can pull it up on the screen. In case somebody just stumbles upon Lucy's magical word of tarot and witchcraft, you know, when people see that, of course, there's a bit of intimidation that can come in just based on the channel name, because they're like, oh, these are place I need to like run away from. Or even when we go back to the religious fanatics, for example, we were talking about the religion earlier, and you know, we talked about how sometimes identity has also been like when it comes to identity, of course, sometimes gets a bad rap, and people make it about religion. Just the way you said at 5 years old, your existence already was a question that was being discussed religiously. What about tarot? What is it that draws you to tarot, and why is it that you know, how comes you do it so naturally that people even give you, like, I like how people share with you their innermost experiences when you are doing it, and I like how you get lost in it. Even you don't even read charts, I think, when you are doing your cards, because you are so in that moment. It's a very different conversation.
I mean, I knew I always had abilities. I had an interest and connection to the paranormal since I was a child.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
So, you know, I was always open-minded to the afterlife, and not just like the afterlife, not in, you know, what in people in the religious aspect, but just as, you know, not. I know it doesn't make sense because that's what I was taught, but at the same time, I was open-minded to like the spirit world when it came to the paranormal. So in that sense, I always had a connection to it, but the thing with religion, it always, I mean, it held Lucy back. So I think if it wasn't for religion, I probably would have had abilities back then. And you know, I only been doing tarot for a little while now. So I probably would have done, I mean, who knows, I would have done some kind of divination a lot earlier if Lucy would have came out from the beginning. I think actually, when I think about it, now I'm thinking about that, I think that makes sense. That kind of goes hand in hand, you know, Lucy and having my abilities, embracing them.
Yes, I see it.
You know, and at a 5 years old, as a child, that's a very crucial age for your abilities to, you know, thrive. I don't know, maybe I would have had better abilities if I was let to be myself. I will never know.
Yeah, I like that. But you enjoy it, and I think that's all that matters. And it's also another different facet of what makes Lucy Lucy. In any case.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Cici. I see you, Cici, is in the building, giving you a shout out with all your emojis. Soul Stars Productions, nice to see you. Happy Sunday stroke Monday. I like how Cici is like, you know, Goga may be in the future, so I'm not so sure. Let me just say happy Monday to Goga. Cici, thank you so much. It's not yet Monday yet, but it's Monday in the next 2 hours, but it's not yet Monday.
So
Yeah.
from Cici, hi, I love you.
Yeah, it's not yet Monday yet, but almost there. In 2 hours it will be Monday. In 2 hours it will be Monday. Like how she was. I am not so sure. Let me just say Monday. in any case. And thanks so much, Victoria. Victoria appreciates the love and the 100% love you're sharing over at Lucy's. And thanks so much, everyone, for the support. Guys, I can't believe that you've been listening to us for like over 2 hours. That's insane. Lucy, can you imagine?
Yes.
Yeah, it's already two
I love
hours.
it.
Yeah, it's
And
amazing.
we've been meaning to do this for a while now.
I know, and look at us, we're just chatting like so naturally. 2 hours into the conversation, we are not even struggling or anything. It's beautiful. I love
Yes,
it. Yeah, I love it.
I love it.
Okay, she says that we love you too, Lucy. You
Yes.
just getting
Virtual
getting you love.
hugs. Virtual hugs.
Yeah. I love Sisi. Sisi also needs to visit and she's the one we were talking about, the spiritual community and the wellness community
Yes.
has been. We have a lot of friends in that space as well, you and I. Maybe that's why we got. Maybe probably that's why we got also like we related very well because I think we were surrounded by a lot of people who are very
Welcome back, Joshua. I love you.
yeah, who are also very like they have a bit of empathy when it comes to people. And I like what you said it about you can't build a community if you're you can't build you can't build a community if you're not like accepting of the people who are in your community. I think I like that statement as one of the things that you said in there, and which is going to take me to another side of you. Getting into tarot, gaming is still like a very huge part and identity that you have.
I'll always be a gamer. I'll always be a gamer.
Yeah, tell us about tell us about Sina and Gabby, because I know you also like a pet. Would I say a pet mom or something? Yeah, because you have your pets.
Yeah,
Talk to us
Sina and Gabby.
yeah. Talk about these pets.
Yeah,
Zina,
so yeah, Xena and Gabby, they're very. It's it's funny, and everybody I think most people do have pets or have had a pet at one point.
yeah.
Anybody that has had pets, especially more than one, you can tell. They have their own funny personalities. They're all different. And with Gabby, she is crazy. She goes nuts. She is very energetic. She's very squirmy in the morning. Even she has more energy than Xena ever had. Because as a pug, they have that puppy energy in the beginning when they're like under the first year or two, but then they kind of mellow out. I noticed Gabby did some, but she still has that spark of energy, even though it's been several years.
Yeah.
She will always be energetic. She's like the energetic bunny that doesn't. She's like the energizer bunny that doesn't stop.
Nice. And you also like lost you also like lost two pets this year. So you lost Panther and you lost Pudding.
Yes.
That would not have been easy. Like
No.
yeah. So how did that how did you even process that? Because loss is also something that sometimes we
Well,
don't
it's interesting. So technically Panther. Okay, so Panther, that was actually my brother's cat. My brother, Josh, that lives with us. And then Pudding was my cat. Now, when Pudding passed away, our cats, they know who their master was. They know who their parent or whatever was, their owner. What's interesting, it was only like a few days after Pudding passed away. I had the most vivid dream of Pudding. Like, she was on my bed. I couldn't tell if I was awake or if I was dreaming or if I was like in between states. But I remember she was on my bed next to me and I reached out to grab her to pet her. And it was like my hand went through her. And then I remember her being under the covers with me. I know she liked doing that a lot, getting under the covers with me to stay warm.
Yeah.
So, and that was a very vivid dream. And I think that, I honestly think that was actually her. I don't think that was, my mind doing stuff. I think that was her. I mean, if it was, I think it was her putting that in my mind while I was dreaming.
Oh wow. Oof. And I had to ask the question about pets because I know pets usually like are pets are like like an extension of family technically.
Yeah, they are.
Um,
Well, they are family.
they are,
That's
they
how I see it.
actually
They are family.
they are family. You're right. They are family. What is it especially about your pets? What have they taught you about companionship? Because you're one person, I like what you said earlier that you don't have a lot of friends, like you don't interact with a lot of people physically. But you
No.
tend to have a relationship with your pets much better probably than people for sure.
Yes.
What is that one thing that your pets have taught you, especially around companionship? And if it's not Gabby's crazy energy in the morning and things like that, chasing you around, and
I
stuff.
mean, they make your life more fulfilling. They make you happy, especially when they do their weird little quirks. Like with Gabby, she has quite a character. She's quite a character of her own. Um, and even just stupid, but like I call them stupid slash funny videos that I do with them.
Yeah.
But they will make you laugh because it's so stupid. It makes it funny. Makes you laugh. Like there was one time I put Zeta's head in an energy drink box. Or there was one time I put Zeta's head in a Ziploc bag. Or I make them wear some kind of weird hat. I don't know. Just something so stupid, it makes it funny.
I like that. And just like that, at least you have that moment of laughter and content that puts you like 1 year ahead of all of us. Okay, okay. It's always nice to see these other sides. When Lucy, what is that one thing about Lucy that people online probably don't know? Like something probably just do like offline, you've never documented it, it has never ended up on YouTube, but it's one of the things that you know about you.
Something that people don't know about me.
Yeah, people online.
I've never been married. I don't know if people know that. I mean, I've never been married.
Okay.
I mean, that's okay. I don't know if that would classify that. Um,
Any hobbies you've never documented online, but you do them like outside YouTube?
what like anything?
Any hobbies? It could be hobbies, activities, things that you enjoy doing that sometimes you don't even like record on a video.
Oh, I mean, I recorded myself being in a store. I mean, because I sometimes like when the holidays come around, I might
Yeah.
do I might do some like videos. Like when Halloween comes around, I might do some videos of like Halloween decorations or Christmas decorations. Or let's see. I mean, I've done that.
Okay.
When we take the dogs to the park, I've done that. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I haven't that nobody knows about me.
Yeah.
I honestly, I mean, I think more people know that I've never been married. I don't know if that would classify. That's the only thing I can think of. People
Okay.
that don't, people that don't know. This is like a
All right.
truth. This is like a truth or dare. You're
No,
asking
no,
me like a
it's
truth or dare question.
no, no, it's fine because I just wanted to say, like, sometimes, we document so many things that we do on
Yeah.
YouTube that when you tell people something, they're like, oh. Like, guys, I'm a very great cook. Nobody would believe that story because they've never seen me cooking online on YouTube or something like that. So something like that. So they'll actually be surprised in case they see that I cooked and nobody was poisoned and people lived. Uh, yeah. So just checking it. So okay. So never been married. That is good information. That is good information. It's still part of. Nobody knew that. Because you never
I
know.
mean, I don't know. I don't. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Vandan is laughing at that. Okay, cool. Right. Guys, if you have any question you want to ask Lucy, feel free to like drop it on the chat. We are just about to get into the rapid fire segment. But I think there are a few things that I like Lucy has tackled just to like just to like make sure that at least you guys get a sense of what we've been discussing. We've talked about at least how life started, how she knew she was always different from back. Lucy, just say something about your Irish. There's a way you own your Irish ancestry somewhere in there. Do you know the first time I ever saw you, I thought your hair. Let me just say your hair. It was your hair for me, and I've always told you like Lucy, you have like one of the most amazing hairs. Like clearly, um, is this the Irish connection? I'm just curious.
I would say so. I mean, I'm Irish, but I also am. I also have Dutch in me, which I have Viking
Oh,
blood. I have Viking blood, and Vikings had red hair too, and I think that's an area where there was also red hair. So I also have Viking blood. I'm a
okay.
fighter. I'm a fighter.
Yep, I've seen you fight. I've seen you fight, so I know. No doubt whatsoever. Yeah, no, I had to ask that because I realized I think I'd not asked about
Well,
the Irish
yeah,
ancestry.
and actually, if you look back and anybody that doesn't know this, there's actually a strong connection between the Scottish and like I think like Vikings that came from North. I mean, Vikings went all over the place, but I think
Yeah,
that was like one of the bigger places where Vikings went was Scotland. So there's a
yeah.
connection with the Scotland and Norwegian Vikings. I mean, that's what I've heard and researched. I'm just saying what I researched.
Okay.
So,
Right.
there is a connection. I do think there is a connection somehow between Scotland, Ireland, and Vikings.
Okay. Lucy, let me ask a few questions around you've been through a lot in terms of even just trying to navigate transitions, in terms of navigating relationships, in terms of building something, in terms of building, which is the channel, and of course, the relationships and the community that you have built around this particular platform. Um, how do you normally take care of your mental health? Because I know you've been very categorical also about how mental health is very important for you. So how do you like take care of your own mental health so that you don't like lose your mind in all this? Because this is one person fighting all these battles, and you using Vikings there as an analogy, I think is the perfect analogy there. That Vikings are fighters, so clearly you are a fighter, but you're fighting a lot
Mhm.
of things. How do you ensure that you don't lose your mind in the spirit of this fighting, that you are sane enough to come and face another tomorrow?
I mean, I've gotten better at. I mean, I would say I've gotten better at not reacting to stupid stuff,
Okay.
and just blocking it out, not reacting. Um, I mean, before I might have reacted, but sometimes when the best thing to do, like especially like when, for example,
Mm.
I'm just gonna give an example. Okay. Um, I knew about this situation that this this person and people had an agenda on me. When I try to point it out and try to talk to people about it, no one would want to believe me. No one wants to see, the truth and my truth.
Mm.
Almost like a cult because a lot of people looked up to that person and those people. So, you know, and I used to react, but it wasn't going anywhere. So I just decided to, you know, block them. And, you know, when people come to me and ask me, why don't you come there anymore? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I just tell them, I don't know, ask them. And if you don't get the answer, ask them again then. Because I'm not going to say anything. They told the answers, not me. That's really how you, when it comes to someone that has a manipulative agenda, that is, you know, not honest. You just say they're 100% honest and never lie. Go ask them. I mean, that's the situation that I can think of when it comes to not necessarily bullying, so to speak, but someone that has a selfish agenda on you. Because I mean, I've had to navigate that too and learn, you know what? That's, you know, and I had to research, how do I handle something like that? And that's how I'm handling it.
Wow. And do you still speak to your therapist? Because I think I also like the idea
I
of,
still speak to what?
do you still speak to your therapist as well? Like
Oh,
today,
well, not my therapist. She's my psychiatrist.
oh yeah, psychiatrist, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I see her.
Oh, nice. And I'm sure she's
Yeah.
very happy. When you look, this may be, of course, a subjective answer. When you look at the conversation you had with her when 4 years ago and today, is she proud? Like, do you see like a lot of pride in that? You know, in the conversations. Are the conversations different?
Well, I mean, I think she knows that I can see it in her that she's happy for me, that I'm
Oh,
happy. I mean, I still have issues that, you know, I'm not going to talk about on here,
yeah.
but, you know, and, I talked to her about it and we worked through it with whatever I have to work through. I mean, as a psychiatrist, you kind of have to have a therapist degree
Mhm.
or knowledge in therapy. So I do talk to her about some things.
Okay.
But also she's also the one that prescribes my medications, my crazy pills.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Like, she's happy for me. She just wants to see me happy. She's doing her job.
Okay. That's good.
So,
That's good.
yeah.
Perfect. All right. Jeremy, nice to see you. And thanks so much, everyone. I don't see any question on the chat. This means Lucy is very like detailed and exhaustive when she's responding. Lucy, before because I know it's almost 3 hours, almost time. I think I've exceeded the time that you normally keep guests on the Sunday service. But I have to make sure that I ask you the rapid fire questions. The Sunday service is never complete until the guest is subjected to the rapid fire questions. Thanks so much, Jerry, for confirming that everyone is doing well. We are just here with Lucy having an amazing chat about transition, courage. We've talked about bullies and how to like handle them. And we've talked about the reality of being a robot. Sorry, content creator, not robot. We've talked about the reality.
We did talk about everything. If there is something, if there is something that I'm missing, or if there's things that I'm missing, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, we could always do a part 2 sometime.
We can always do a part 2, yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of the Sunday service. Like, you never need to, I think there are people, I think Miss Bailey, I think is returning next week to discuss something totally different. There's always a part 2. Like, you may find that next time maybe you'll be coming here to teach us how to do shorts 1 year in advance. Maybe that will be the master class.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a lot of things I can talk about. I'll make a list. I wasn't prepared for a list this time. I just dived in.
No, but I love how for me I like how you're dropping these nice gems like that thing of shots. I'm honestly going to challenge myself and see if I can like hack it. Just even if it's so random, it can be even from my old videos, just to say that I can program myself forward. Because I think it's very easy to program yourself backwards when you can be planning ahead and save your time.
Yes.
Yeah, especially when you're approaching the holidays and maybe you have to travel or things like that. Then
Yeah,
at
and
least,
then yeah, try to get 4 years ahead. Yeah.
Lucy, I'm not doing 4 years ahead. Lucy, leave me alone. Fabulous, look at this woman. Fabulous says that she's very content with her 1 week. Lucy, Lucy, I'm not even going to do 1 year. Lucy, I'm just going to do 1 month. That is enough for me. That is enough for me, Lucy. Lucy, I'm not going to be 4 years ahead. That is a long time. Oh my goodness. Guys, but anyway, it's a good challenge, and I think we can probably think about it. I will make sure I talk about this. I think even next week in the class. I'm like, guys, did you know like Lucy schedules like shorts? 1 year, she has like shorts that are going to push up for the next 1 year. Okay, rapid fire questions, Lucy. These are very easy questions that are just like they may be yes or no. They may, in case you need to explain, of course, we'll see whether you need to explain. But the rapid fire questions are normally just like to like make sure we ease the guest before we release the guest. So I will start. There are so many. They're like about 15, but I will try to see whether I can shorten them. Number one, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Ah, you're a coffee girl. Oh, nice. Good. I love it. I love coffee, people. I'm a coffee person. Number two. Oh, this. I don't know why I'm asking this question. This is very subjective. I'm not going to ask this one. You're going to laugh. But let me ask it. Early bird or night owl?
Early bird or night owl?
Yeah. No. Lucy, you don't sleep for 36 hours. There's no answer to this
Is
one.
there such a thing as you can choose both?
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
guess I could do both.
That's I realized after I've already asked that I don't think Lucy is the best person to ask this question.
I choose both. Either both or neither. Same thing.
Oh my god, that was a good one. Okay. What is your favorite color? Of course, favorite color, we all know your favorite color.
Oh, my favorite color? Well, people, okay, so actually it's kind of weird. It's green, purple, orange. Nothing less, nothing more. That is my favorite color. Green, purple, and orange.
Wait, what? Like, at least you have purple in there because purple is my favorite. So I only had my own bias there. You said green, purple, and orange. That's a very interesting combination.
Yes, that's my favorite color. Nothing less, nothing more. Like if it's just purple and green, that's not my favorite. If it's just purple and orange, that's not my favorite. If it's just green and orange, it's not my favorite. It has to be all, not one or two. It's either all or no. It's either all or none.
Fair enough. And Watch Queen had to like sneak them in there. Thank you so much, Watch Queen. Yeah, thank you so much, Watch Queen, for that. And then okay, the third one. Fourth one, rather. Oh no, this one I'll come and ask at the end.
Oh, what is it now?
Now I was thinking about it. I was like, one word that describes Lucy.
One word that describes Lucy.
And not the morpho. Don't use that one. No, not the morpho princess. One word, Lucy. You can't use like the two words that you like.
Yeah, robot.
That was a good one. I did not see that one coming. You caught me on that one. I was about to tell you, no, don't use robot. Okay, fine.
Oh, so you were actually gonna say don't use robot?
No, you caught me before I said it because I knew you were going to say morpho princess, and then I think I think you realized that okay, before you stop, clearly robot it is.
Well, actually, no. I was thinking robot even before you said anything.
Oh,
Robot.
I thought I thought you're going to say the Morpho Princess. I was waiting for that
Well,
one,
I
but
mean,
clearly
also I could just say either robot or unicorn. Unicorn, that would be a good one.
unicorn. Okay, robot. I agree with the robot more. Okay. Your favorite tarot card and why?
My favorite tarot card.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, I would have. I mean, I have more than one. Can I choose more than one?
Yeah, sure. And then I'm going to ask a follow-up question personally to understand something.
Okay. The sun card. The sun card. I'm gonna give you my three favorite. I'm trying to think the three favorite cards. I would say the sun card. I would say. Let's see. The sun card, two of cups, the lovers, and the world. I mean, I'm giving you four. I mean, those are like four of my favorite cards. The sun, the world, two of cups, and the lovers.
Is there any particular reason you picked those cards to the people who are new
Well,
to
I
tarot?
mean, with the sun, it's all about joy and happiness and being, living living life, living your best life. That's the sun is about happiness. That's like the best happiest card in the deck. And the world is an end goal card. You got everything you want right there. 'Cause it's the last card in the major arcana. It's the last card in tarot, the world. And
Okay.
two of cups. That, I mean, depending on the context, it could be about an agreement, but in particular, it's about partnership, commitment, love. I mean, Ace of Cups is a new love, but Two of Cups is, actual commitment coming together, similar to the Hierophant and even the Lovers. But the Lovers, at least to me, because people interpret cards differently, how I interpret the Lovers, well, the Lovers is a choice card, but it's a choice about love. But it's also, to me, like the biggest, to me, it's even bigger than the Two of Cups, because it's a major arcana, and it has love in the card when it comes to lovers. So that's why. I mean, I like the Two of Cups, the lovers, but also the world and the sun. But the reason why I picked those cards is because I'm lonely. I'm a lonely mofo princess that hasn't found her Prince Charming yet.
I realized because of the way you explained, the way you had to explain the lovers like a lot. I figured it out. Rooted, welcome, Rooted and Gaming. Thanks so much for coming in. And also just wanted to give at least get a sense of at least these cards. Favorite video game? This I know it's this I know
Favorite
it's
video
literally on
games.
this.
Oh
Yeah.
God, there's a lot. Well, lately I've been playing lately I've only been playing games because I need content. So, I don't know, like The Sims 3, let's see, Super Mario.
Oh, I remember you from I remember those Super Mario games back in the day.
Yes, the Mario games, the Zelda games,
Yeah.
the Sims games, Stardew Valley, Minecraft,
Oh.
Roller Coaster Tycoon. There's probably a lot of games that I can't even think of.
Lucy, you do realize I asked you your favorite game. You gave me like nearly 10.
Well, I don't really have a favorite. I like them all.
I was like, okay, she just kept on going and going and going and going.
I'll tell you the games I'm not really interested in. I can tell you those. I'm not really interested in Call of Duty or, well, someone I'm not going to name. He wanted me to play Fortnite, but I never got around to it. I don't know if I will.
Okay.
I had to distance myself from him. anyway. So yeah, I'm
Right.
not. Yeah, so I'm not gonna. I'm not really. I think that's similar to Call of Duty. I don't know. It might be, but I'm not really interested in Fortnite or Call of Duty.
Hmm.
So those
One
are I
country,
can like the shooter games.
okay. One country that you'll move to tomorrow.
Ireland.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It actually, I like how it came so naturally. You did not even think about it, like instantly.
Oh, that's I feel a connection there, Ireland.
Yeah, yeah, Irish. Okay, clearly.
Yes. I'll blend right in.
All right. This is going to be, I know you'll think about this, but I know it's very clear now. Introvert or extrovert?
I'm not familiar with those. I mean, I know I've heard them, but what is that? I'm not.
Introverted or extroverted, like no, you're more of a, you know, I like I like the description you use to describe yourself, like the Lucy before and the Lucy today. Totally different people. So the Lucy today is more extroverted, out there,
Oh,
direct.
out there. So I guess
Yeah.
so that's extrovert, right?
Yeah, that's extrovert. Like you're more
Yeah, I'm out
expressive,
there. Well, I
like
got the energy, I got the yeehaw, I got
that
the
is,
mofo
yeah, that
princess,
is
I got
extra.
yay yay, I got everything. I'm energetic, I'm everywhere, I'm just crazy, I'm just insane, I'm just me.
That is that is extrovert energy as compared to Lucy in the room playing a game. Hi,
Yeah.
Google. For sure. All right. Um, okay, this is going to be a bit personal, but you'll get it. How many hours do you actually sleep?
I would say on average, I don't know. Can it be zero? Because I'm a robot.
You realize it was a trick question. Yeah, I like how you caught it. It was a trick question. I knew you'll struggle there to answer it. Um, what is the one thing, if you are the YouTube president, what is the one thing that you'll ban from YouTube?
What is the one thing that will get me banned from YouTube?
No, no, that you'll ban. If you're the one making the decision, what will you ban from YouTube?
Oh, one thing that I'll ban from like ban someone from YouTube, my channel.
It can be your channel or it can be the entire YouTube.
Oh, well, I mean, when I'm describing my channel, the one thing that will get you banned is, I mean, there's a lot of one things I can say.
Yeah.
But one thing that will get you banned more than anything is if someone dead named me,
Oh.
or if someone called me a cunt.
Okay.
You know what that's?
Of course, yes.
If someone called me that. Oh, if I had a boyfriend that called me that, if that person wanted to be my boyfriend and they called me the cunt word, it would be over. I would say you better not call me that if you want to be my boyfriend.
Speaking of this, because how many banned words do you have in your list? Like on your channel?
I have a lot of banned words, but I did take a bunch off because some people talk about it innocently. So I just have to put up with it. But the dead naming part, I have all those words blocked and all those variations blocked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. The second last one is this is going to be funny. Zina or Gabi? Who runs
Zina
the house? Yeah, Zina or Gabi? Who runs the house?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I knew it.
Well, because Xena, I mean, I hear them say Xena's like the alpha. I mean, even though they're both female,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but Xena is like the alpha. But Gabby's really fast and energetic. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'll
Okay.
say both. I'll say both.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. And the final rapid fire one before I ask, let me see. The final one will be, it is here. You like this one. What is your superpower?
My superpower.
Yeah.
What is my superpower?
Yeah.
Unicorn vibes that'll take you over the rainbow into a magical world.
Ooh, okay. I like how you just swing that and stuff. Then bonus. The bonus, of course, there has to be a robot question. You know you are a YouTube robot when dash 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 dash. I'm going to let you like own that story on your own because
Okay.
really.
You know when you're a YouTube robot when you can be up for 36 hours, sometimes more at one time.
Lucy, how many tabs are open on your computer right now? I'm just curious.
What?
How many tabs are open on your computer right now?
I mean, I have a couple a few empty tabs. Actually, I had to get a calculator, but I'm in Instagram. I got this. I mean, I have my live stream here, and I have your live stream over here.
Yeah, me too.
I have 2 different monitors, 2 different computers, and my phone.
Okay. If YouTube decided to give you a 1 month of paid vacation, would you take it?
Will I take it?
Yeah.
If
YouTube gave you a 1 month paid vacation, would you take it?
I mean, probably. But would that include like me not being able to upload shorts, not doing anything at all?
Yes, like you are off. Lucy, what is the definition of being off?
Yeah, I don't know that term. I don't know. That's so alien to me. Is that from a different planet?
This one, guys, this one cannot be helped because you see, even YouTube is like giving her like an off and she's not like taking it. You can't help this one. You can't help this one.
Well, because I have friends I like to talk to on here. I told you this is my life. This is where my people are.
They're literally paying you to like take the month off. Anyway.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how much it is. I might take it.
Okay. The very last one. This is funny because guys, the last time I was the last live stream I attended, Lucy was celebrating her 34th birthday. Lucy, I think, did a live stream for like about 12 hours. And I think she ended it just because YouTube, of course, YouTube puts like a limit on the live streams that you can do.
Well, 11 hours, 55 minutes. But I'm going to tell you something. If it wasn't for the limit, I would have gone a lot longer.
Thought so. Which takes me to the robot question. Have you ever fallen asleep during a live stream?
Almost. I mean, I've like held my eyes for like a couple, like I might shut my eyes for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Or here and there. But eventually, like, even when I'm up for like 36 hours, I do get that second wind if I can stand strong and fight the tiredness.
Yeah. But so you've never fallen asleep, snored, or done anything?
No, like I mean, there might be times where I feel really tired and I just cannot fight it. I might end my live stream.
Okay,
but yeah.
Okay. David, Lucy already answered that question you're asking. David is asking, Lucy, what is your favorite color? No, Lucy already answered the question and said it is green, purple, and orange, and it can't be any other way. Like it has to be. You figure out that combination, the 3 colors. That is a favorite. Watch Queen even like put it up. That's a favorite. Watch Queen is like shocked. 11 hours. 11 hours is so easy. Like that's nothing for Lucy.
Well, actually, it's 11 hours and 55 minutes is what YouTube cuts it off at.
Yeah. because if you go like longer than if you go longer than 12 hours, they will have to bring it down. They'll have to bring it down. All right. Rooted and Gaming, thank you so much. Rooted, I did not know that was your channel as well. I was like saying this sounds like Rooted and Famous, but then you have a gaming channel, and I saw it on Lucy's channel first. All right. I think, guys, is there any other rapid fire question that you wanted me to ask Lucy? Because I think I've asked the robot ones as much as I can. Um, the other one will be Lucy. What is the longest you've gone without checking YouTube? Like, what is the longest you've gone without actually taking your phone or your device to open YouTube? Minutes? Seconds?
Yeah, I don't understand what planet you're from.
You don't want a month off?
What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't understand what planet that's from.
You can't take a day off from YouTube. You don't understand. What do you mean like a longest without going onto YouTube? What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
The life of a robot, guys. Anyway, Lucy, this has been really fun. I think I don't want to keep you longer. It's already 3 hours, and I wish I could keep talking to you. But clearly, we needed this energy, and I think you've kind of set the energy for the month of August. And clearly, it was
the
a
unicorn
great.
vibes, the unicorn mofo princess, and with the Z snap. And don't any one of you forget that I'm the unicorn mofo princess.
And these are the emojis, guys.
If you ever forget, I will send the unicorn vibes right to your door.
Yeah, main character energy, guys. And I think it was a great choice that we had Lucy like kickstart off for us the month of August. And as she promised, we are going to definitely have a part 2. As I said, Lucy is one of those people that I've known for like a while, like over 5 years on this YouTube platform. Like, I've known them for a while, and it has always been it's always been like such a dream to like collaborate with Lucy on these YouTube streets. And I'm so happy that it happened. Like, I'm so honored right now. I'm going to sleep so happy that, oh my God, we had Lucy at the Sunday service.
You're gonna have good dreams. You're gonna have good dreams. I'll give you'll have unicorn vibe dreams now.
Thank you.
I'm saying go with unicorn vibe dreams. Unicorn vibe dreams.
We are going to drop those emojis, guys. These are going to be the emojis that you're going to drop when you set up the raid. David, I want this. You see these Lucy emojis? See whether you can put them in the Goga and Lucy raid command. We're going to figure it out there. We're going to figure it out there. And
you're gonna use my favorite colors as the raid.
No, I want the unicorn. You know your vibes. I want your vibes emojis. They're more
okay. I'm seeing people use my favorite color.
Oh yeah, okay. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, you are the princess. Okay, whatever Lucy has said, Goga and Lucy raid. That's what Lucy has given us the command to use the favorite colors, the green, purple, and the orange. Okay, David, you win this one. I'm going to let me copy paste it somewhere so that I can use it. Lucy, the final question before we allow you to do your outro. We normally ask a final question, and then we put you on solo layout so that you can say bye to everybody, and then we can end your live stream. So let me say that I can pull that final question that I wanted to ask just to help us wrap your thoughts. And my final question is going to be this. Lucy, beyond the transition, beyond YouTube, beyond the comments and the noise, beyond the robotic lifestyle, who is Lucy becoming?
Oh, and that's the question. Who is Lucy becoming?
Yes.
A famous mofo unicorn princess YouTube star. I don't know. That's a famous unicorn mofo princess YouTube star robot.
All right. Very, 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 very rich. Very rich. No comments. Not comments whatsoever. And now, guys, we're going to let Lucy sign off. We're going to put Lucy on solo layout so that she can do whatever she wants to sign off and live in the best way that she wants to live. So
yeah, I gotta do my outro.
Yes. So let me put you on solo layout for you to do your outro, and then we can release the. Wait.
Yeah,
Where did it go?
I am gonna pick my phone up for this because it's my outro. It's the end of the stream. So this has been a very lovely session with me and Goga. I am Lucy, the unicorn, mofo princess, and don't any one of you ever forget that. I love you all. Bye.
Thank you, Lucy. You're officially released. I've ended your stream. I like how it ended there, and I will cut mine to end at that particular point tomorrow. So I will send you a link tomorrow so that for the collaboration, but I will send it to you on Instagram tomorrow.
Okay, so you're gonna send me a link tomorrow for what
the
now?
the collaboration, so that you just click accept. Once you click accept, it will show that we collaborated. Goga and Lucy collaboration or something like that.
Okay, so what we're gonna
Yeah.
do StreamYard tomorrow?
No. I'll just send you a link and then you just click accept. We won't need to do stream here tomorrow. But in case of any debrief, we can always chat on Instagram. No worries.
Okay, yeah. And
All right.
we might. I mean, and I'll try to think of like other things to talk about if we want to do a part 2.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. You have a lovely rest of the day. I will see you.
Yes, thank you for
see
having
you
me, and it was so
And
nice
thank
being
you so much.
here.
This was so beautiful. You are amazing. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Bye.
let me teach. Bye. All right. And guys, Lucy is out of the building officially. What an amazing co-host. I think it was such an amazing time. We had a great time chatting. Thanks so much for this raid command. Let me say that I can copy it. Thanks so much, Kisha, for that. So guys, I'm just going to get the person we are going to raid, and then we can go and type type what you guys have done there. So let me see whether we can do this. Goga and Lucy raids. The okra question. Hab Interactive, the okra question is a gray area. Lucy has never eaten okra. So Lucy has to go and try okra first, and then Lucy will give us feedback about okra. And then we'll know that David won or I won. So David, nobody won today. So the okra question is a gray area. Let me just leave it at that. Because if I say David won, it's going to be a whole different story. The okra question is a gray area. It's a gray area. So guys, let me get the affirmation and then we can go. Next week, we are going to be joined by Miss Bailey Official. We are going to discuss a lot of things around your YouTube channel. It's going to be an amazing chat. Thanks so much, Lucy. Lucy is there on the chat saying, this was so much fun, and then dropping all those nice unicorn vibes. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Miss Bailey says, yeah, Lucy, she's amazing. Goga. Yeah, Lucy, I think Lucy's amazing. Famous says, I'm still here, but at work listening. Famous, why are you working on a Sunday? Famous, why are you working on a Sunday? And I like this name. I like Rooted and Gaming, not Rooted and Essential Oils. Famous, I need to connect to this channel. Let me open it on a new tab. Then I will have to go and see what you've been up to there. Rooted and I'm so used to Rooted and Essential Oils. So when I saw Rooted and Gaming, I was just like, huh? Yeah. Yeah, so Lucy is there saying this was so much fun. Yes, so we've already been given the raid command. There it is. Copy paste it. That is what we are going to type wherever we are landing. Lucy, thanks so much for your time. Thanks so much for your energy. Man, I loved your energy. You are the perfect guest we needed to have this August. And I think we're going to have an amazing energy in the month of August. So I'm going to get the raid destination real quick. And then when I come back, we're going to set up the raid and then you see where we are going to send you guys. So that you guys at least can go support somebody on YouTube. Otherwise, I was saying that Miss Bailey Official will be joining us next week. We are going to discuss a lot of things around YouTube, a lot of things around engagement. We are going to talk a lot about branding. Branding is a very strong contender there. I will be dropping some polls, I think tomorrow or on Tuesday, regarding my interview with Miss Bailey Official. So remember last time when we had Miss Bailey Official, Miss Bailey was talking about, we were just trying to get to know who is Miss Bailey Official. It was about her. And she gave us some very great insights, even around writing an ebook and things like that. So in the next week, we are going to have like a whole different conversation. It will be, think of it like a masterclass, but it's going to be a conversation that is tailored for creators. So you don't want to miss that show next Sunday, because it's going to be very specific. It's going to be very specific. And guys, Lucy is there on the chat. Please take some time and just give just thank Lucy. Just give like some nice compliments there. Drop like Lucy's favorite emojis. And yes, we'll definitely have a part 2 where we can come and discuss. One of the things that Lucy has made me look bad on these whitey streets. How does Lucy have videos for the next 11 months ready? What are you guys doing with your lives? What are you guys doing with your lives, guys? Because you have to be planning that way. Lucy has shots for the next 1 year ready just to go public. Guys, you have to get serious. You have to get serious on this whitey street. If Lucy is doing it, you have to get serious. You have to become robots, because I don't know. Lucy is definitely a robot, because guys, there is no way I'm even going to like start promising myself that I'm going to do that challenge. It's not happening. Let Lucy be the robot that she is. I am just going to like focus on my 1 week or my 1 month, and that is enough for me. Yeah, but thanks so much. Thanks so much for that. Lucy, I think those are very great insights. And thanks so much also just for being very humble enough to share with us your story. I think we needed to like hear more of that. And thank you so much for that. Thanks so much, Kevnish. Kevnish is like saying, Kevnish is telling Lucy Lucy was such a great co-host. Yeah, Lucy, I knew it. I knew Lucy was definitely going to be a great co-host. Even when we were prepared, we prepared with Lucy for the interview like over 2-3 weeks ago. 20th of July, yeah. We had 23rd rather. We had our setup call on the 23rd of July. Lucy has been ready for the last 1 month for the collaboration. That's when we had our chat with Lucy to set up the collaboration. And I can't believe that a few weeks later we did it. Kisha is saying, listen, I need to be serious. Maybe new batteries are needed for my robot. Kisha, let me tell you, Lucy, I am not going to allow Lucy to pressure me on these YouTube streets. I'm not going to let Lucy pressure me on these YouTube streets. Lucy, we are coming for that. We'll bring you for part 2 next year. But you're not going to pressure people here to like have shots. And did you hear what Lucy said? That, Goga, I want to get to a place where I have videos for the next 3 years or 4 years. That's the point I started scratching my head, and I'm like, we are not dealing with a human being here. We are not dealing with a human being here, because do you know the consistency it takes, the discipline it takes to program videos that are ready to go public for the next 1 year? You cannot be a human. And they are not AI videos. They are like real videos shot by a real person, edited by a real person. They are not AI videos. That is the most fascinating thing about Lucy's things. When you go to Lucy's shots are not AI generated. They are real. They are not AI generated, unfortunately. So you can't say that she's even using shortcuts and things like that. They are not AI generated like shots. They are real shots, like they're actual shots. So guys, we are sleeping on the job. Lucy just told us that we are sleeping on the job, and we have to like pull our socks up. Literally, we have to pull our socks up. And sometimes I think that's what you need from a Sunday service guest. You need that inspiration to just like wake up from the slumber that you are on, especially as unedited. Yes, Kisha, unedited. Do you know anybody who has time to go and edit a shot? They're not a human being. In this age where we just upload anything and we let it go, Lucy even has time to edit shots. We are not dealing with a human being. We are dealing with a robot. We've made peace with it. I like how Kisha had to like correct me. Goga, and they are edited. Those shots are edited. Lucy did not just throw shots on the short shelf and let the algorithm gods decide. Lucy edited those shots. I like how Kisha had to add that. We are sleeping on the job. But as Miss Bailey official says, the Sunday service next week is also going to be a super Sunday masterpiece and a class. Miss Bailey will be like, you don't want to miss. Miss Bailey is very like knowledgeable, and she's going to talk to us about her experience, the experiment she did during the World Cup, Of course, Miss Bailey and I were supporting different teams. My team won. I have to say that, despite Miss Bailey wearing t-shirts of Argentina and things. Okay, now the pride is kicking in. Now I'm getting into roast mode. Despite Miss Bailey wearing those Argentina outfits, my team won. And then she's like, Goga, so you are supporting Spain all along. Because I started screaming on her chat, and then she wanted to chase me out of that live. She was like, Guga, so you've been a Spain supporter all along. I thought you were like an Argentina fan like me. Because as she was wearing all those Argentina things, I was like unapologetically a Spanish supporter. We are going to talk about that. We are going to talk about the World Cup and many other things next week with Miss Bailey. But otherwise, thank you so much, guys, for listening. I don't take it for granted. I will see you tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Geez, tomorrow I'm back to my yoga things. I will see you on Wednesday at the Open Topic Academy class. YouTube has done a few updates over the weekend. We are going to talk about some of those updates tomorrow on Wednesday. Jeez, why am I speaking about tomorrow? We're going to talk about these things on Wednesday, so you don't want to miss that conversation. Mr. Shadow, welcome, Mr. Shadow. Nice to see you. Mr. Shadow, we are just like about to shut this down, but thank you so much for giving me the thumbs up. I don't take it for granted. Let me say that I can get up. Let me say that I can get a raid destination. Lucy I can't believe Lucy stayed with me for 3 hours. Like, and it was just like how time flies. We're just talking random things. And time just flew. All right, let me see. We are going to raid. I'm going to set up the raid to someone, but then I'm going to read the affirmation as well. So set up the redirect. Search videos from other channels. Let me see who is live right now. Let me see. Vivid, you are live? Interesting. I don't know that this lady, I've not seen this lady for a while. Let me just go peep there real quick whether she's there. This lady, I think, has been off YouTube for a minute. Moments with Alice. She's in Spain. That is such a coincidence. She's in Spain. Miss Bailey, I did not mean anything. I just realized that I know somebody from Spain and they're live. So I just realized that in my head. So it just came out very, there was no intention to it. It's just that it just came out. It just came out. Okay. Just came out. I just realized, like, Spain won. I might as well send you to Spain. Moments with Alice. I don't think I've ever read Moments with Alice. And I know she's just gotten back onto YouTube. Okay. Let me confirm that there is no nightbot there, because if you have a crazy nightbot, it's going to time everyone out. Okay, Kisha, thank you so much, Kisha. I really appreciate you being here. I was so worried because I needed the chat to be very heavily moderated, but clearly nothing went wrong. People are respectful. People are very respectful to Lucy. I'm so glad that at least that happened. We did not have any infractions on the live stream. It went very well. So guys, David has already dropped the raid command. My purple hat and then Lucy's favorite colors, green, purple, and orange. They have to like be in that order. Right. So let me say that. Goga, 3 hours is your favorite time for Sunday service. Yes. Sunday service is 3 hours. Weekday, the class is 2 hours. That's it. I only commit 5 hours of my time for YouTube live streams. I'm old nowadays. There are days I could stay on YouTube on live stream for like 12 hours like Lucy. Lucy 12 hours is like 12 hours. When you see Lucy at the 12-hour mark on a live stream, Lucy is very active, like she just came from a shower or something like that, and she's just like hanging out. She looks like she's greeting people, like she's just like landed on the live stream. That's how Lucy looks at the 12-hour mark on a live stream. Because I left her running on her birthday because it was at night. I went to sleep. I woke up. Lucy was just ending the live stream. So I came back to the tab that was running Lucy. And then I just saw live stream has just ended like 2 minutes ago. And that was me waking up in the morning to go to work. And then when I went to like replay the last part, Lucy was not even asleep. Lucy looked like very active, like she just had to end the live stream because there was no choice. There was any other choice. All right, guys, I have the read command here. Let me read the affirmation. Let me get the affirmation first. Then we can do this. I liked this affirmation. It was sent by one of my favorite like wellness people, and I thought I should share it with you guys. I love this. I love this affirmation. It's a short affirmation, but it's a beautiful affirmation. And this is the affirmation, guys. And then we can go. I was live. Yeah, Lucy, you were live the entire time. I think because I went to sleep, I woke up and your tab was still like running. It was very interesting. But guys, this is the affirmation, and then we can go on a read. This is the affirmation. It says, I always like share Billy Chapata's new month posts, and Billy says, "Dear August, ignite my intentions and diffuse any doubts. Edify my endeavors and clear any confusion. Pour patience into my cup until it overflows and drowns out any noise coming from old wounds with new voices." Oof. That part. Let me repeat it. Edify my endeavors and clear any confusion. Pour patience into my cup until it overflows and drowns out any noise coming from old wounds with new voices. Guide me away from what glistens and closer to the gold within me. Oof. Dear August, ignite my intentions and diffuse any doubts. Edify my endeavors and clear any confusion. Pour patience into my cup until it overflows and drowns out any noise coming from old wounds with new voices. Guide me away from what glistens and closer to the gold within me. And everyone said, I affirm. I affirm. I affirm. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Enjoy your flight to... Christina says, I love the background. Thank you so much, Christina. Thank you so much for loving the background. Enjoy your flight over to A Moment with Alice. When you land there, let us surprise her. She's not expecting this. And I know she's not been on YouTube for a minute. So just let's go there and just be the person who makes somebody smile on these YouTube streets. As Lucy said, it is your responsibility when you're building a community. So she only has one person watching. So we are going to all jump there. She only has 4 thumbs ups. So let us get the thumbs ups at least to 15. At least I know you are 10 people here. So just jump over, give her a thumbs up and just like say hi to her there and then make somebody smile on YouTube. The raid command has been dropped by Lucy. It is there. That is the raid command. All right, guys, enjoy your flight. I will see you on Wednesday. God bless. Take care of yourselves. And there we go. Let me see where is my plane. I need to get my jet and then we can go. Media assets. Wait, today I've just not been playing this the Sunday service anthem. There we go. Right. Thank you so much, everyone. All is set for the flight. That is the read command. Alright, let me see if I can get this. Alright guys, take care of yourselves. Happy new week. I will see you on the streets.
Spirit share a mighty lift through gentle tunes and open minds. We find love that heart defines. Go that Sunday service, love and hope are guiding light. Everyone